And here he is, direct from some sort of dark dimension.
Pump'Kin
Guy.
How's it going? All right, let's see what's broken. Let's see what's broken.
Jim Bell dance, Jim Pauline dance.
Thank you, David. Fitty Moons. I see the card battle. It doesn't show up pre-stream. Doesn't exist pre-stream. You gotta wait till it shows up. But we'll do one, I guess. Oh, jeez. Well, I guess we'll call it and stuff like that. No, my voice still messed up from everyone getting sick. But where is it? What's up?
PG, what up? How's it going?
We're gonna find out. No, between internet connection and all the Steve problems and the blah, blah, you know, it's been, yeah. What's up? Oh yeah, card battle. Yeah, what do we got? Catman, you got to roll.
Nothing like making things shiny and drilling holes for magnets to start the day off.
What? All right, I guess it's something. Thank you. Boom. 16. But it's a shiny. It's like, all right. Cabot. The 3. You got an exclamation reroll. It's a shiny. It's a shiny. All right, so remember 16. Now I gotta call things, man. We got a shiny 8. 8. That's not 16. Hey, see, I went to school for something. Go.
Hello, Pum'Kin Guy. Can you believe it's been 70 moons? I'm going to make popcorn and hide in the pillow fort. How are you today?
Doing all right. Getting over the sickness. We had to stretch. Oh, I gotta do it. Sakura High. Hope you're doing well. Stretching. I gotta call it too. Yeah. Hey, wait, let me check my card. I got 1. We called all that stuff and I got 1. Dude, my luck with bingo is awful. Oh my God. Now I know when I don't win the lotto. Holy crap. Oh, all right. Anyway. Oh, hold on. I gotta hydrate too. Apparently I'm supposed to be drinking. Every day, that's how I wake up. I'm like, I should be drinking. All right, where is it? I don't know where these things are. There it is. God, I wish that was just called automatically. That'd make my life easier. No, because I feel like,
I sent you a text. This is like 7 seconds ago, and you didn't respond. I mean, what is wrong with you? I mean, like 10 seconds ago, I think it was a really cool thing, and I wanted to share it with you. And I don't understand why you can't get back in a reasonable amount of time and just say, yes, it's for that thumbs up, thank you. And no, but what do? I continue to follow you on all your platforms with your Book of Face and your Twitsters and your Insta scams, and I follow you everywhere. Every day I follow you into the bathroom, underneath the bathtub, in the drain, and I'm looking at you, and I see everything you do, and you can't even respond to a text. It's something great. It was a cool little picture. And it's good. But I gotta tell you, this is why nobody... It's a freaking
all right, chaos. Oh, I can't. I get so much audio happening at the same time. All right, I'll do one over here. It's a... Oh, my God. That was a bombardment of large proportions.
Hype train bits for Pum'Kin Guy.
Thank you, Icarus. Thank you. I appreciate Farrellin. Gifted a bunch of subs. The Cotton the Fox got one. Jackie Jack got one. Dark Kiwi got one. Mary Grace got one, and Kyle the Vampire God. It's got that nostalgic facts thing to it. There's frogs everywhere today. Oh, no, I gotta call things now. Wow. Oh, we got to another one. Hey, they're working now. All right, they're not jittery or nothing. That's beautiful. No, I mean, the real test is going to be, you know, Steve, that... God, what do we have? What, God, there's so much I got to call now. Oh, my God. No, wait, hold on. We had the Tangia here. Where's that?
So the other week I discovered that the Taco Bell cinnamon twists are actually just a fried noodle, and for about $15 you get a pound of cinnamon sugar and a pound of the noodles, considering there's only about 10 noodles in a standard sit twist bag, and it cost about $3 and you get 1,000.
You get 1,000 basically in 1 pound bag. You get cinnamon twists for what? Way cheaper. That's all. You're going to eat all those? What's our viewer? What's our view count? Oh, God. People winning? We're level 5.
Salutations and good vibes to all. Still waking up. So that's the cheer I can muster.
There you go. Thank you. What do we got? I'll assume we're at like at least 50. Dude, we got somebody who won already. Icarus won. Hey, there you go. Nice. There you go. And wow, DJC won 35 to 50. What does it mean 35 to 50? Oh, call event. Okay. Go.
Backrooms was good.
I feel like Steve would have a joke about that. I'm just going to leave it there. 6-3. Sam Callie, thank you. Yeah, I don't look at any accounts here. But no, but for bingo, I'm supposed to. What's up? Thank you. We got to do a wheel spin as soon as the hype train. Go. Psychora, 102 moons. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you. 100 bits. Kristari. Psychora, how's the streaming going? How you doing? Life good? Psychora streams. Just letting you know. Click on your name. You followed him. What? That's what you're supposed to do, everybody. Click on each other's name randomly. Almost 10 years. Almost 10 years. Wait, no way. I just assumed you were streaming longer than us. You got to be streaming for more than 10 years. Bits, thank you, Icarus. No, I just assumed they were streaming more than me. I figured they were on for like 15. What? Wow, that's insane. Huh. My stream started, really? 11, 12, 13? Oh my God, dude, that's brilliant. Oh, you're not going to forget that. Nope. When did I start streaming? I don't even know when I started streaming. That's the weird thing. Yeah, because I was just like, let's see what happens. Yeah. Like 11 years later, I'm like, what? Oh, man. Let me say hi to people. It's like, hi. What's up, Rage Erotic? Hi. What's up, Malenko? Hi. Icarus, hi. Thank you. What's up?
Can you pass the wheel spin to the second place?
I could. I think I could do that.
It's coffee time. It's time to get some caffeine in your system. You might have had too much, but nobody listened, so you buzzed.
Buzz! Genarian Priest, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. And hello. Hi. Billy Fox, hi. Nah, do your own. Oh, I don't know what these things do. Who was second then?
Sure, your stream is early, but you have been around for a long time.
All right. Yeah, I don't know why. Curve Planet then is getting a spin. Thanks, Icarus. Icarus is passing it along. They're going to be like, you know what? Oh, wait, I got to check my card. Hold on. Now I want to see. Oh, God, I'm so far from being a winner. Oh, man. This is like bingo reminds me of why I don't run marathons, because I would be in last place all the time if I would even finish. That I probably wouldn't be able to do that in a kick scooter. What's up? Chronicles, hi, what's up? Half spin to second place. We're going to the third pit spin. There you go. Nice. So close, right? Right after this. Boom, boom. Those are greetings. Lunar Phoenix, hi. Hope you're doing well. Yonder. It is Sunday. Yes? Yes? Okay, good. Oh, Donna's going to be streaming after us. No, because we had power blips. We had high winds. No, we had high winds everywhere. It was actually utter chaos. There was like tree limbs coming down and all this garbage. And, took the power out. And then John's like, oh, let's restart the stream. And boom. And then the power went down for like an hour and a half. I'm like, this has been a week, dude. Our fridge died. Our dehumidifier died. The power went out. I'm like, my God. Yeah. Icarus, thank you. 1,000 bits. Squirrel Song's on cooldown. That shouldn't even be active. That shouldn't be active. That's not active, is it? Who doing that? That you? It's not active yet. No, we're trying to work out the bugs in the system before I add more bugs to the system. Nah, man, I'm trying. Go.
A little less than a week before all of my projects, but I hope everyone is having a wonderful Sunday. Also, just curious, have you gotten to another bottle of the syrup yet?
Nope.
I would love your feedback on it. I figured since you guys basically inhale coffee, you would have gone through all 5.
Nah, by now, but you're just still working on the vanilla. We drink a lot of coffee, but we don't always put the syrup in there. It kind of depends. If the coffee's weak, we're going to have to add some kind of flavor into that, you know? But, kind of depends. Depends on the brew. You know, you ever like taste coffee and you're like, yeah, this needs sugar. Yeah, that kind of thing. We'll get to them. They're not going nowhere. As long as you don't open the fridge, the food will last at least 24 hours. Yeah, but our fridge is broken. We got this one tiny little box. It's like a cold shoe box right now. Because we had to get a fridge that has got weird dimensions and won't show up for like weeks. What's up, Icarus? Thank you. 2,000 bits. Scroll song still on cooldown. It will be on cooldown forever because it's not active. Let me just make sure, because nobody should be pressing buttons.
Nuggets.
Apple.
Apples are tree babies.
I didn't know.
Whatever happened to the Tangia dungeon you were playing around with? I wanna dive in for more coffee.
Hold on 1 second. I gotta make sure things are off. No, card battle's off. No, scroll songs are off. No, card battle's on. All right. No, that's on. Okay. No, just gotta make sure. Go.
Hi, train choo choo.
Hop train. Thank you. Level 6. Boom. What was the other thing? Why is that not refreshing now? Oh, no. That's not me. That's them. Okay. What happened in the Tangia dungeon? Yeah, it ended up getting real tedious. No, I wanted to do specialized graphics for the whole Tangia dungeon, and I was just like, all right, this is getting ridiculous. I was like giving myself another job for just like nothing. I'm just like, I got too much on my plate. Yeah.
Level 7, Pum'Kin Guy.
Why does it keep saying that each time? I want to know. Go.
What is your heightest hype train?
I don't know. I think it was like 11. I mean, what? Pum'Kin Guy Simulator? I know we're going to have to throw a Twitch chat up there and you're going to have to talk to them. And then try to deal with technical issues. It was 11? Those things are loud. You got to make them less loud. Good. Icarus gifted a bunch of subs. Treasure got one. Wicked Virgin got one.
That's why my family has a garage refrigerator. It doesn't need to be fancy. It just needs to work. Primary use: keeping large numbers. I've never just called consumption from soda to alcohol and sports drinks in between. It can be cheap box store, junk, or landlord special white
box refrigerator. Nice. There you go. Sestari got one. Jack Wista got one. Mr. Mays got one. Nemesis Chaos got one. Yami the Devil Tech Sentient. Furfooting again got one. Blah, 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 got one. I can't read now because I'm getting distracted by grabby hands of doom. What's up? What are you doing? Thank you, Icarus. What? Get out of here. Get out of here. We're trying to live existence. What are you doing?
See, it says poke. I must do it.
No, you don't. Dude, no. No, just because a sign says something.
Poke the Pum'Kin Guy.
No, everybody leave me alone. I've been having I'm sick. I know, but I'm going to be that guy that drags it out. What's up? Thank you. What? No, thank you, Wolf Dick. Go.
In the effort of making things shiny, I wound up shining myself. Now, Dawn, he needs a hug.
No, I don't need a hug.
What? Why?
Poke the pumpkin.
Get out of here.
Come on.
What do you? No. What do you mean shining yourself? What did you put yourself in like a shoe polisher? What did you do?
Like this shining? Like
Dawn, quick tackle the pumpkin, pin him for submission.
No.
Oh, tackle.
No,
submission
get
hold.
away.
Yeah,
I will grab sharp things. I will grab them. What? I don't know if they're using shoe polish on themselves.
Come on, let me what
What?
is it? A pile driver and suplex. Let me do those
Suplex?
things. Let me do those things to you.
Yeah, no. What is that? Let me do those things to you. Oh yeah, what? Just give me an elbow to the forehead off the top rope. Oh sure, I'll be accommodating. What?
Hug the Pum'Kin Guy.
Oh, no. So what are you doing? When are you gonna stream? You gonna stream after me? Yeah.
It's a make
Don't keep your grubby paws off the PG. No
Yeah.
touchy. Bad
Thank
Dawn.
you. See?
I was spraying a printed dice holder and soda can bank with metal spray paint that finally arrived this morning. Dawn, hug him with all your might.
No. Stop it. So what? You're covered in a matte finish glitter? Get out of here.
Look at these hands. They're angry. Very angry hands.
Yeah.
We can't bully you, so we need Dawn to be our surrogate.
No. What? Surrogate bullying? What are you, the government?
How about I just do
Get
a
out of here.
gentle pat on the
No. What is that? No.
Such a
No. I'm
good,
going to be loud.
a good
I'm going to start
pumpkin
hurting
guy.
you. No.
You're a good pumpkin
No.
guy. All right.
God.
Yeah, I just came to say hi, and yeah, I'm doing a thing after John.
We're on level 8 hype train.
Oh, you're a hype train.
Hype train level 8.
Mother freaking hype train.
Yeah.
Where's the music and stuff?
What? We have a little thing that shows up every once in a while when it gets to another level.
Pat the Pum'Kin Guy.
They got. Why is everybody trying to attack me? No.
You should just make a thing of my hand that comes out when I'm
No.
not here.
What? Like a Monty Python sketch?
Yeah.
Like I'll have the giant foot fall on me. Marilyn, gifted a bunch of subs.
There we. Oh, what's that?
Hold on, I'm trying to read. Deadly Mage got one. Edgar Sparkly got one. Cynical Grundle got one. And Le Table Flipper. I like that one. Le Table Flipper. Whoosh. Nice. And Never Conquer. Well, that's not very ambitious. But nevertheless, you got the sub. Thanks to Farrellin. We're on level 9. Never Conquer. So when are you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna play? You got like all sorts of games lined
it's
up.
A bunch of different games. We're just. Gonna
It's Saturday Sampler, but Sunday.
Saturday Sampler on
Saturday Sampler.
So it's just Sampler.
Yeah, there's a bunch of game things happening this week. Chat,
Yes.
everything. It's gonna be like the Super Bowl of gaming. So I actually have an interest in it.
So far,
Yeah.
there was a indie game showcase.
Yeah.
There was a Thinky game showcase.
Yeah, the Thinky thing was like they're literally like boxes with numbers. That's like above my pay grade Thinky. Where they're just like, hey, we're gonna do math and have fun, and I'm just like, enjoy.
There's Cozy Game Awards.
Cozy Game Awards. I found 2 games that looked interesting. 2.
So it's already begun with the indies doing their showcases, and then next week will be the big boys. But if you're interested,
Well, isn't it Friday, the Game Awards? Or
No,
Summer
Game Awards,
Games?
Summer Game Fest.
No, Summer Game Fest. Yeah, that's when Jeff comes out and just shows off a game that inevitably dies.
And looks for his shadow to see if the game's going to be a failure or not because he mentioned it.
Is that a thing now?
Oh, I'm sorry, but okay.
Is that a thing? Is it like the groundhog of game destruction? Did he promote Marathon? Is that? Oh my God! They're what?
Oh, see, look.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Creepy.
Oh man,
Whoa.
no. Oh man,
Oh, that's ominous.
that is
That's
ominous.
disturbing. Goodbye.
Oh God, I need coffee.
I'll see you guys later.
Yeah. All right. Probably around 2-ish, 2:30-ish, maybe 8 o'clock at night. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
It doesn't matter.
I don't know.
Late, so I'm
You
good.
slept late? I woke up at like 6 o'clock.
I slept late, so I'm good for a while.
Oh. Look at this one. Tell your cat. I said, pss, 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 pss. We got that cat that doesn't respond to that. I got to make like a Morse code, but snapping my fingers. I got to be like clack, 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 clack. Like I'm doing tap dancing with my hands. I'm just like, this cat is just so stupid. Good. Waiting on Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Resynced. I don't know. You think that's going to make or break Ubisoft, or are they just so broken it's not going to matter? We still got to do a wheel spin. I know, but we're on level 9. Level 9. Who wants coffee? I do. Okay. Damn, I want a coffee that big. That's awesome. One time I put the word big in there and I actually got it right. Ah, business. Nice. That's okay coffee. It's all right. Wow. Hmm. Do. Wow. Choo. Oh my God. Why are you trying to scare me? Oh my God, dude, I wasn't expecting that. Hi. Captain Dongas. Hello, welcome. I want coffee, but without the AI. Oh. What? What? Can people even make coffee without AI now? You know how difficult it is to find a stupid appliance? Everything's got to be tied to the internet. Why? Boop. What? No, dude, there's literally a coffee maker that connects to the internet. I'm just like, for what? For what? That's one of those unnecessary things. Like the fridge and the toaster and the microwave and everything else. Go. No. Seal, thank you. 100 bits. I'm going to try to prepare for it. All right. Here we go. We got 30 seconds left. Level 9. I got sugar-free. Go.
As you have said, you have an orange cat. They have a collective brain cell that no one has ever found. Silver tabbies try to outsmart you.
Yeah, I feel like orange cats are basically running on limited bandwidth. It's like there's all these cat thoughts, but they bottleneck somewhere. And then they finally work, you know? It's weird. Just hope talking toaster doesn't become a thing. Oh, it totally will be. I got sugar-free white chocolate syrup recently, so macros are getting made in regular.
Last up on the hype
I was supposed to
train.
prepare for that.
Thank you all for riding the freaking hype train. Please take all your belongings and don't forget to hydrate. Hydration is important.
There you go. Nice. Thank you, everybody. Level 9 hype train. Beautiful. Now we get to do wheel spin. But Icarus has passed it on to another. Which means, boom, easy mode. All right. Now I got to go into easy mode for this because I got to do some setup stuff that I didn't do before. But, you know, we can call the wheel spin and check the rest of the bingo, see what the hell's going on here. See, now I didn't have bad coffee. Call it easy mode. Boop. We got what else? Bump. No, that wasn't a thing. I got that. Wheel spin happens. I'm gonna call that. Boop. I didn't swear. So, Curved Planet, you're getting a wheel spin. Are you here? Are you alive? Are you living? Are you living for the wheel spin? Maybe. I don't want to do a wheel spin and be like, hey, you got a bear. No, they're not there. Is that? Oh, the old Foamy. Foamy! Oh, yeah, we got a new episode of, what, Friday? Friday. New episode. Boom. Evil Queen, hi. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Now, I got to alt-tab until, like, in oblivion here. Where's that? Boop. Well, Curved Planet. Curved. What? When are we going to finally take over the world? Name a Foamy. Do you really want the world in the state that it's in? I think the squirrel's given up on it. It's like it's so filled with garbage. Like they're more focused on conquering space. Currently working my way through a Sherlock Holmes collection. What? Audible Stephen Fry. Really? What Sherlock Holmes' brother, Robert Downey Jr., the film, halfway through to get a series, to stop listening to music every now and then because to maintain gymnastics, breaking my brain. Oh, there you go. I just see the user in the folks chat. Oh, man. All right. Well, we could do the wheel spin, and I'll just send them a code because, all right. That's all I can do. I can't wait for them to return. You know, they were here. Yeah. What? It's only fair. All right, wheel spin. Curved Planet, if you're watching the VOD. All right. We got a wheel spin for Curved Planet. Just going to have to watch this in rerun.
What's the deal?
What is the deal?
Let's spin
Get some
the
from the
wheel.
Itch Shop. They already know the thing, but if you're new here,
Bingo.
Itch.io
Let's
shop.
go.
Got movies
That
and stuff and all sorts of fun
freaking
things.
wheel.
And, you know, it's well recommended for mature viewers. What? I don't know if people know this. Could be new here to be like, wait, a wheel spin? What's happening? Is this wheelie good? Let's find out. Oh, that's a bet. Call that. It's like, yeah, take your time. Ooh, they got a chibi vibe. Yo, they get the whole collection of chibis. They're getting the chibis. All right, cool. Boom. All right, so I got to send them a little note and be like, hey, this is what you got. All right, let me just do that now. Got to generate a code for somebody. Give me a second. Oh, come on, page. Load quicker. I got things to do. All right. Creaky. Boop. All right, doing it. And give me 1 second. Oh my God. I'm doing it. No, I had to do an explanation too. So it's like, in case they were just like, oh, there was a thing here. So if anybody sees Curved Planet before I do, you know, I'm just going to let them know. Beep, beep, beep. All right, so that's good. That's squared away. They got their thing. Life goes on. Recommended for everybody above 100 years old. Can you do that and just be like, yo, recommended for 100 plus? You know, just so, you know, you don't have to worry about somebody, you know, doing stuff. Where's that? Let me catch up with stuff. Let's see. Looky. I've got the chibis. Things to do. People to entertain. Yeah, there you go. Need me a foamy squirrel plushie to put on my school bus. We had those. We had those for a while. We got a hidden little bucket of them somewhere. Yeah. And we got chibis are awesome. There you go. Chibis are awesome. Make more. You have the whole collection ready. I figured you would. Thank you. Should make more of those. Yeah, any new episodes, just add to the collection. I'll be like, hey, new episode. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so Wednesday we had the utter chaos that was Steve's stream because apparently, you know, we were asking a little bit too much of a computer that should literally be able to handle it. But, you know, Microsoft in their infinite wisdom decided to change your power settings. So you were basically trying to stream on econo mode or whatever the hell it put it into. Yeah, believe it or not. So we're gonna have this thing jacked up to. We haven't had any issues today, but I'm usually I can run it on econo mode. You know, I'm fine. You know, I'm low maintenance here. You know, Steve is a problem. Yeah, so we're gonna try that out Wednesday with, you know, the power mode it's supposed to be on, Microsoft. And hopefully internet will be fixed, but we had that whole internet issue with internet going down, having blips and all that other garbage happening. So we got in touch with the ISP. Yo, one of them hung up on me. Yo, no, I had to call back because I was going to relay stuff like that. Yo, they hung up on me. They flat out hung up on me. They hung up on me because, again, I had to explain the situation, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, look, I'm not having 7 technicians come out here and, you know, look at the wire and say, just get me somebody who can fix this. They literally, like, just hung up on me. I'm like, are you kidding me? And, hey, I was polite about it. I wasn't being obnoxious. I wasn't like, oh, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I was just like, look, we've been through this before. I don't want to go on this carousel of you sending people back and forth out here. I need to get in touch with somebody who's actually going to help me. So could you just do that? well, I'm going to have to do a blah, blah, blah. You know, they're such sticklers for the procedure that is an utter failure that they just basically don't want to help you. Yeah. They're like, well, we're going to have to send somebody out. I'm like, I literally just had somebody here. They said, call back if there's another issue. And guess what? There's another issue. So guess what I'm doing? Calling back. Well, all I could do is send out a technician. What do you mean? What? I don't know how many more phone calls ISPs have gotten since VTubing took off. I don't know. It's like nobody really notices when the upload speed is garbage. They just notice if they're trying to stream, you know? Upload's like usually completely different, and depending on, you know, the ISP and how things are wired, you know, and the archaic infrastructure we have. The upload's 20. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so it's like, you know, if that should be plenty for streaming, but if it drops down to like 2, then it's like, all right, yeah, you're screwed. What? Because we do like 6 up. 6 up is fine if you have 20, you know? But, you know, if it drops down to 2, you're doomed. Downloads faux fitty. Faux fitty. Yeah. I'm envious of people who have like, you know, fiber. They just got it. And it was like, people say when it works, it's great, but the customer service is terrible. And I'm like, well, do they hang up on you? Because it can't be any worse than this. Yeah. Hydrate. Oh, God. More of that. Wait, didn't we call that already? I think we did, right? On the bingo. Let's see. Yeah, I think we did, right? Posture attack, get the PO box, temperature, back card battle. Yeah, free gas. I think we did that. Yeah, we called that. We called it. And we did posture check. I think we did them all.
Let's freaking
wow.
Card battle.
There you go, card battle.
Card battle.
Ninja, you got to roll equal to or greater than. Boom. 15. Oh, yeah, we got to call Dawn up here. Ah, la, la. Card battle. Card battle. 14. Not 15. Not 15. Close though, so close. Some people told me go to the internet service, they rewire house and internet with new stuff if the old stuff is over 10 years old. Tends to be quicker if you do that to upgrade. Yeah, I guess that might be an option. Yeah. Fart battle. What? Redeem stretch. It happens. What are you gonna do? Go.
Foamy and Pumpkin Head. Emit MVP, 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 emit MVP. Seems good, seems good, seems good.
Seems good. Thank you. But I don't know that it reads emotes. I can't expect everybody to know. It's fun. It's all right. Bard Cattle. What? I feel like that's an expansion for D&D. Bard Cattle. The very born adventures of cows that sing. So that was the bulk of the thing. We did some behind the scenes work. We actually spiffied up Steve a bit so he doesn't look so, I don't know, stupid, I guess. That's the only way. He can't hear me, right? Yeah, so he got a little bit of a change. So welcome to Skyrim. What, dude, it was just work upon work. That's all we got. If I was a D&D character, I think he would be a wizard.
My ISP actually has packages for people who work from home. You pay an extra $25 a month and get a dedicated team with guaranteed 24-hour phone support, expedited on-site visits, and statement credits for any outage more than an hour.
Yeah, but generally it's like, I don't know that I would need that if I'm just like, yeah, I'm having a problem with the internet, and they're like, we're going to have to send somebody out, and they're like, well, doesn't look like there's an issue now, but everything seems good now, and I'm like, well, it won't be in about 25 minutes, so, you know, yeah, but we don't see anything on the line now. That's the problem we were having. It was some kind of node, and every time it would just randomly happen. There was no rhyme or reason. It was just like, okay, upload speed's garbage now. It took 7 technicians for somebody to actually see it. 7 people. Do you realize how much of a waste of resources and person power that is? 7. And I swear one of them was like, they were just, I have never, how did they get the job? I have no idea. I am surprised they were able to get their knuckles off the ground long enough to look at the cables. Honestly. There was one that was just so terrible. Most of them were like adequate. And then we got that one top tier guy who was just like, yeah, don't worry, I got this. And they did got it, you know? How have I been overall? I don't know. We got over a crazy sickness. Basically a bunch of stuff fell apart that we had to replace. Wi-Fi issues and a cacophony of technical malaise. First time chat, what's up? Everyone Forge, hi. Hello. How are you doing? How you doing on this day? This is good for, hey, everybody was a first time thing. Later we're going to raid Dawn, so you get to hang out there too. They're not like their Germain characters, so, you know. But they get to play a lot of games. It's going to be a fun-filled day of games and weirdness. Been away for a few years. Years? What have you been doing? Dude, you ever have that happen? You don't talk to somebody for like years, and then they're like, yeah, you know, it was weird. You know, I was skydiving, and then it's just like, dude, I bought a new car, and then, you know, I got married, had 3 kids. One of them became a ninja, and now I own a dojo in Japan. And you're like, wait, what? In 6 years? What the hell? Meanwhile, Bloody Angel's like, I still need to make lunch. What's up? Yeah. Wolfnick, gifted a sub to Spartan. Nice. Thank you for gifting a sub. Thank you. Nice. Exactly. Dude, that's weird, man. No, every once in a while, there's like somebody will be like, hey, what's going on? It's like, oh, you know, they adopted a kid, and then somebody got like, whatever, people like building things. And I'm like, what is happening? Yeah. Your update is just like, well, you know, I'm working on cartoons. They're like, oh, wow, still? I'm just like, sorry? I mean, what? Just following my passion. Jeez. Currently taking a break from my occasional mission. God, I'm playing Valhalla. Ooh, Valhalla. Hey, Valhalla's got the, no, that's not Valhalla. I'm thinking Valheim. Go. Nice. Hey, Wolfnick gifted a sub to Everin Forge. Nice. Thank you. Thank you again. Nice. I also want coffee. Yep. I need my coffee. Oh, God, this thing. Come on. I'm thirsty. Not for that, though. If you're new here, I gotta... Okay, that's normal. Good. Dude, I ain't drawing out 600 cards. You kidding me? Okay. That's not spicy. No, I mean, no, it's a little side spicy. Got a little bit of side spicy. Ah! Wolfnick, give it a sub to J.Pa. Oh, you're gay. Nice. There you go. Thank you again. Thank you. Gifting out the subs. Cool. Nice. Thank you. Other than that, we got some doodling done. We lost power, so we had a little mini blackout where we were doodling. Yo, man, the power company was calling me like every 5 minutes. Not even with a real update. They're like, oh, yeah, this is blah, blah, blah. We're calling about the power issue you had. Yeah, it was a tree. I'm like, all right. We'll call you with any other updates. Oh, all right, whatever. Hang up. You know, sitting there starting to draw and doodle and stuff, and it was just like, all right, phone. All right, yeah, there's power outage. Yeah, it was a tree. We'll let you know if there's any updates. I'm like, all right, this is weird. So hang up. You know, it's all automated. Go back to drawing. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll try to listen to music and see how the hyperacusis holds up. Phone rings. What is it? Maybe there's an update. Yeah, your power's out. It was a tree. I'm just like, oh my God. There was like 12 of those phone calls, all with no updates until the last call I got an hour and a half after power was restored saying, hey, you know that tree? Yeah, we fixed it. You should have power. Do you have power? I'm like, these guys. A tree. Yeah, a tree took the power out. I don't know where. To dinner, maybe? I don't. No, dude, one tree limb falls on a cable. Like, everything goes to hell, you know. We don't have underground cables, which is stupid. Power cables should all be underground at this point, you know, but nobody wants to deal with ripping up every sidewalk, you know, and, running cables through it. It's ridiculous. It doesn't look like we have power. You're the provider, man. That's the thing. Like, it's so weird when they ask you, it's like, do you have power? Well, shouldn't you know? Shouldn't you know? Do you see the meter running on my bill? Well, yes, we do. Then I got power. Yeah. What? Who's online on Facebook chat for now? Well, what happened to that? If they put it all on the ground, they have to worry about idiots digging into them. Yeah, this is true. Yeah. I don't know. It's like a trade-off, I guess. I guess if we lived in an area where people wouldn't randomly just dig into the ground and say, oh, look, a cable, you know. What was the other thing? Yo, when I was talking to the tech person, you know, who was looking at the internet stuff, I was like, why y'all don't have a system that blinks red? Like, you know, a war room of internet connections where everything lights up red and says, wah, 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 warning, internet issue, right there. They're like, well, we kind of have something like that. I'm like, well, it's not working. That was the whole thing. So they have a system that lets them know when there's an issue. However, why do I have to call then? I would love, if you're a startup ISP, if you can set up a system that automatically lets every technician that works for you know exactly where the problem is, and you can send somebody out to fix it immediately. If you get that system in there, that's like, you know, oh, you got like 99.9% uptime, you know, that kind of thing. I will change over. Okay. I can't be dealing when there's a technical issue and then people are like, oh, well, maybe this, maybe that. We're not sure. Yeah. But I will say, again, the last couple of people that tech people were really good. It's like, you know, and now at this point we've rattled enough noise that people are like, oh, you still? Yeah. We have Bruder out now, sorting the power cables under the road. So we have road work going on right outside the house. A nice alarm clock, drill digging up. Oh, God. Yeah, that's going to be crazy. Oof. Yeah, pillow over your ears are not going to work with that. Startup ISP in this day and age? Yeah, I feel like it's, I know ISPs are like phone companies now. Remember when there was like 3 of them back in the day and they all got consolidated? And now it's like you got all these weird little ones. That might happen with ISPs, you don't know. But they'll probably just like piggyback on other people's lines, you know? Well, you guys already got fiber optic cable. We'll just sell the service cheaper and you'll be like deprioritized. Yeah. Could make hot honey peach wings for dinner. That's a thing? You can do that? Hot honey and peach? I have never heard of that before in my life. Wow. No, that might actually be good. I've never had peaches be hot. Like spicy. The power's out. What did you do? Was it Comcast Infinity might eventually buy them, or like they did with Time Warner? Yeah. That's weird. Everything just gets consolidated, and then we have like 3 companies to choose from, and they're all equally terrible. Yeah. It's like streaming services now. Though it's weird. Most people watch, most people watch anime on Netflix now, and not even Crunchyroll. That is bizarre to me, you know? I guess everyone's already has a built-in audience for Netflix, and they were just like, yeah, whatever. We'll just watch anime now. So anime is fast becoming the like top streaming platform for anime of all things. That's crazy. Weird. It seems inauthentic, right? Hey, does Netflix alter any of the animes for, you know, their sensibilities? Because I'd be curious about that. Because if I'm going to watch anime, I want the anime to be as intended, you know? No, I don't want the Western censored version like they did with freaking Sailor Moon. Then you're like, oh, they're cousins? Well, this is odd. Netflix has the game-based anime. Yeah, they got like Devil May Cry. What was the other one? The Dota. No, League of Legends. No, what the hell's the other one? Oh, Castlevania. I have Crunchyroll through my sister's subscription. Nice. Just $50 a year to connect to a private server when it has everything I want to see. Wow. Nice. So I know they do okay-ish with anime, not a lot of changes of what I've seen. Weird. I guess maybe people just watch it because they already have that service, and Crunchyroll is specifically just anime. You know, so you don't have a lot of tourists on Crunchyroll. I figure you get more tourists on Netflix. High Dive myself. High Dive's still around? Oh no, I'm thinking what was it? Funimation or whatever it was. That was the one that got bought up by Crunchyroll, right? Yeah. TV broadcast standards are different from streaming services, so I don't think they'll even be allowed to alter it. Yeah, how long do you think it's going to be before they try to put those broadcasting standards on streaming services? I feel like that's going to be a thing where they're going to be like, hey guys, you know what? You know how we had to clear up the airwaves? Well, we got to do that now with interwebs. Yeah. It'll happen. Give it time. Give it time. It'll be utter chaos. Whenever streaming service is going to collapse, considering to make zero money. Don't know how they're still going. Spotify basically showed there is going what? Where it's going, the content creators hate it. I don't know. Every platform seems to want all the content in the world, but doesn't want to pay anybody for it, which is like weird. It's strange, man. Like all these platforms are like, give us everything, you know? And it's just like, yeah, but we're not going to pay you. It's like, huh? Internet service is less bandwidth constrained than conventional broadcasting. Yeah, for now. Crunchyroll started as a free anime website. Yeah, didn't they do a whole bunch of stuff, got rid of all the people that actually started it and then bought it out and then changed their whole approach to things, allegedly. They're trying to put TV license on Netflix and Amazon Prime. Yeah, that I saw. There was an article about it. Canada's trying to do that now. They're trying to basically overtax Netflix and then take that extra money and give it to their, like, local broadcasting things. And I'm just like, so you're going to socialism it? It's kind of weird, right? Hey, we're going to tax all your content and stuff like that because, you know, we don't have budgets for that. That's not some other company's fault. And I'm no big lover of large companies, but hey, come on. Work for music streaming. Yeah, the fraction of a penny a play that people get. It's ridiculous. And each country has different Netflix stuff. They have to make multiple edited versions. Oh my God. That would be crazy, right? Isn't all anime in Western world just AI made? No, but there is a lot of anime that's being made by AI that they just don't tell you about. Allegedly, dude, there were insider people in the anime industry saying, yeah, there's a lot of anime being made with AI, but the companies don't tell people it because they don't want to deal with the blowback. So apparently it's good enough to pass and nobody's seen, but it's out there. Like literally, it's already out there. So I don't know. When we find a list of what's actually, you know, AI and stuff, I would like to overanalyze it and be like, all right, is this any good or not? You know? Hey, as an animator, anything that saves me time, holy crap, we've been doing it for 25 years. It is a lot of backbreaking work. As long as it respects the source material. Just look for the spelling errors. I think they probably focus mostly on not using text. Text is usually a dead giveaway because it's so terrible. But, you know, hey, at least most characters now have all their, you know, required fingers, right? So a place in Japan, seeing AI art t-shirts on a Japan walk around stream yesterday. Oh, selling? Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing now. You can just make up something, slap it on a shirt, and keep your fingers crossed. Yeah. 20 years. Remember, you posted on Newgrounds. 25 years, technically. It's been a bit. Being able to make my own anime is the dream. When AI gets much better, I'll be all over that, making my own anime. I would start working on that now. honestly. But if you're going to do it, you might as well work on it now before all the expenses of it go up, which it will. So if you have character ideas already done, storylines, start working them, make up some storyboards and run them through the robot, see what they can make. Because I've seen some clips that were just all like 100% AI. They look really good. Not all of them, but some of them do. There's a few standouts and I'm just like, oh, damn, that was good. I think the Canada one might be different than the BBC one, but I can't remember enough of the specifics to explain it. Yeah, Canada's just, I just threw it out there as an example for just everybody doing something with streaming. Remember, anything you make with AI can't be copyrighted. Yeah, but the characters you create and use within AI can be. That's the thing. Let's go. That's where it's important to have your own ideas rather than, other stuff. Plus, I mean, you modify it a bit and, then it becomes transformative. Yeah. Just the way it works. Did you need a copyright prior to using it in AI? Yeah, and if you've already done that. Dude, poor man's copyright. You just send it back to yourself through the post office. Get a little stamp on it. You're good. Yeah, there's a lot more people be wanting a real thing. Indie artists will get more attention. I don't know if more indie artists are going to get more attention because it's going to be difficult to find them. It's difficult for me to wade through all the AI crap just to find artists where I'm like, oh, that's an interesting style. And then I'm like, all right, is this really their style or is it AI? It's very difficult to dig through it. Yeah, some of the stuff is like clearly like, yeah, okay, that's AI. Some of it all has that like weird sheen to it. But I have seen stuff that is exceptional. It's exceptional. Yeah. Use your own characters' ideas, basically enough input to make it all mine. Nice. There you go. It's going to depend on how people are wired. Yeah, most people, you got to think, most people aren't going to dig deep. They're not going to dig deep. Whether it's music, whether it's art, nobody's going to dig through it. Nobody's digging through it. With the attention spans that are out there, absolutely not. There's no way. They're going to be like, all right, cool. I'm going to go look up some anime. Oh, wow, this one's cool. Look, it's trending. All right, cool. That's cool. Blah, blah, blah. It's like 90% AI. And they're just like, no, man, I liked it. It was kind of cool. Yeah, but say, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, whatever, man. We'll watch this thing instead. Just like, oh, come on, dude. I already spent 3 hours watching this. Yeah. A lot of people just want something aesthetic appealing and that's it. Yeah, I mean, thinky people are going to dig a little deeper, and I have been on the internet enough to know that there are fewer and fewer thinky people in existence. It's not very thinky out there, It's like, duh, Something is interesting, it will make you think, and people don't want to do that. I've heard that. We knew there was a couple of warning signs. Ah, man, we got ad break. Oh. But speaking of AI, boop. But, hey, we got these cards because I'm not making, how many are here? 400 and something? Just so I can have a sip of coffee. No. You imagine if I had to draw these all myself, I'd be dead. He's cool, though. Look at him. I like him. Cool. Dude, cool shirt, bro. Okay, this one's kind of cool. Boop. All right. How many are going to go into an interview, get a piece of paper, and draw? What? Oh, nobody's doing that. What? No, like if an artist is going for an interview and they get to that, here's a piece of paper, draw, and they're going to be like, wait, I don't have my prompt, dude. Yeah, but the other part of that, people that would generally have those jobs aren't going to be available. They're probably going to move over to AI. You're gonna want to have the creative staff that comes up with the ideas, and even that. What was I forget what was the game company? They were literally hiring an AI concept artist, and I'm like, wait, excuse me. So basically, they just wanted somebody to put in prompts for weird creatures and crap like that. I don't want to commit to it, but I thought it was Liza P. The studio doing that. Was it Liza P's? Prompt engineers. Yeah. No, for this one in particular, it was an AI, basically idea person. And I was just, and don't quote me on that, but I'm thinking, I'm thinking that was the article. Yeah. So it's like, why are you going to hire a bunch of, conceptual artists or stuff, or if you could just hire one prompt engineer who's going to churn out more work than 7 people can. Yeah. Dry frying the burritos. Well, dry frying? You mean air frying? Or did you fry it and then you're drying it? If you had to buy them at $5, it's about $30. So 10 would cost about what? 300. 100 would be like 3,000. That cost 400 cards. That would be like 12,000. Yeah. There you go. That's it. I don't got $12,000. I literally don't. It's like, what am I gonna do? And you know what? Chances are, if I get somebody from Fiverr to do the coffee cards, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna use AI. I guarantee you, dude. I guarantee you. What am I going to do? Have them show up and be in front of me and be like, here, draw on paper. They're going to be like, get out of here. Dehydrated burritos. Yeah, I'm frying in the pan without adding oil. Oh, so you're burning the pan. You're like, no, I'm not burning the pan. I've done that. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to use oil. And I was just like, no, I kind of messed up the pan. I've done that, But, so basically, you're like skillet bacon, It's like an oven. You got to move around a lot. Can you cook a burrito on a hot plate? Probably not very sanitary, but I've never tried it. It's just a hot plate. Yeah. No, I've never done it because I'm afraid the cheese is going to ooze out the side. And I don't know if it would get thoroughly cooked. Pretty much crisping it up and melting the cheese. Hey, there you go. You don't burn the pan, you burn the food. Sometimes you can do both. We're very talented that way. Burrito abuse. No. Wow.
Hello, I am back. Had lunch a rice ball. Thanks, Icarus. What else did I miss?
There you go. You got your thing. Nice. There you go. Now we're talking about stuff and all sorts of calamities and things that are happening in the world. Well, our world. We'll get to the rest of the world relatively soon. Well, what are you gonna do? Isn't that just toasting in a pan? I guess. Thank you for follow, DJ. Thank you. Air frying without oil is just toasting. Yeah. Hey, can you fry a Pop-Tart? God, I haven't had Pop-Tarts in forever. I saw them. The other day. I was in the supermarket and I saw Pop-Tarts. They had extra filling. They were like the overstuffed ones. And I was like, oh, man. I can't imagine them being good, but I've been in the mood for cake. I want cake. I've been cooking a single pot of soup for 6 days so far. Soft, solid ingredients. You can add more to the broth to the lowers. What? Huh. I do like crock pots. There's something very appealing about just dumping stuff in there when you wake up and then it's ready when you want to eat later. Love it. Never put a Pop-Tart in a toaster. I did that once and I was like, you know what? This is a lot of work. Just let me eat it. Oh, because I got no meat, no money. I'm still biding my time when they're kicked out of the house again. Come on. We got to get you a steady place of residence. Anybody call first time chat for bingo? God, that remaining cold thing. It just like does a thing every once in a while. I think we did. Did we not? Let's see. Yeah, we did. Got it. Hey, people been winning. We only had like 4 or 5 winners so far. It's kind of weird. Let me check my card. Am I a winner? No, still not a winner. And, oh, I can make myself a winner, but I like to do it organically. That one's easy enough, but, oh, 75 viewers. Hey, there you go. Yeah, you gotta let me know about these things. You know, when I get some kind of thing going on there. Wow. What's up?
You can't just put the Pop-Tart in the toaster. You put butter on it once it's all warm and cut it into triangles. Total game changer.
Yeah, but isn't the ah, damn it. No, I'm trying to resituate, but I'm still getting that weird dry cough. No, but aren't the Pop-Tarts unhealthy enough? You're putting butter on it? Oh my God. It's probably really good though. Well, it's like a croissant when you put butter on it, but now it's like filled with fruit. I know. Run conventionally into the mic. Run. Oh, conveniently? Conventionally. All right, well, there's dyslexia for you. Whatever happened to those things? That was like a whole ad campaign, wasn't it? What, the whole butter thing? Oh. All right, where's the dyslexia strike? Jumbles words. Oop. I'm pretty sure I did a bad pun earlier, right? And let me check chat. Why? But it's butter and sausage. I like butter. I do like sausage too. Sausage is good. Thank you. No, the butter frog was from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Was it? The one was the oh, I'm thinking of the parquet thing, right? It was like a not butter, but it was a talking bucket, right? That was like an old commercial, right? I think the bucket would talk. Because it was like a weird thing. It was, right? Parquet, it would say something. Parquet, right? Wow. Oh, God, I'm very jumpy today. Card battle! All right, Trylan, you got a roll equal to or greater than? Well, 4. Oh. Ah. Even I'm angry about that one. Ah. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Boom, 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 boom. I know. What do you want to do? You want to go talk news? I don't have a lot of interesting news because we were sick. We had all the technical issues. We had to fix things. Then we had to update Steve. We made him look more snazzy. So big reveal. We don't do big reveals. What do VTubers do when you update their model and stuff? What do they call that? No, it's not a coming out party. What is it? What is it called? What is it called? Reveal? Kablamo? I don't know. No, what is it called? Debut. Okay, there you go. Thank you. That's the word. Debut. Debut? Debut. No, debut. Yeah, we don't do debuts. It's just, you know, it's slightly looking different. What? No, anytime we've done an incremental improvement on the idiot, we generally don't even announce it. We just roll it out, and it's just like, all right, works better. But, yo, it looks a lot better than the first version. Yeah, no, when Steve first got hired, he was like this weird, disproportioned VTuber thing. Yeah, no, a lot better now. No, its head was big, you know? It's weird when you work on stuff. Sometimes you don't realize how large everyone's... God, our heads are large. Look at that. Her head is huge. Look at mine. It's like this giant... Well, it's literally a pumpkin. I have an excuse. Go.
But Gora was always perfect.
I think her head was a little bit big. Yeah. I think you made it a little bit smaller. Yeah. And a VTuber version of her's got other big issues, but I don't know, let's see. Ooh. What do we got? Da-da-da-da. All right. But like we got to do that. So no, that's going to be Wednesday. We're going to have that, and then we're going to see if we can get all the technical issues with that derpy guy. In quotes. squared away, and maybe it will work. Finally. Microsoft. All right, but boom, we got days. It is a Sunday, so there are holidays. It's World No Tobacco Day. No smoking. Now you just can vape. Aren't they getting rid of like vapes in the UK too? Isn't that a little weird? It's weird. All these, everyday vices that people used to enjoy seem to be disappearing in the UK. It's kind of weird. It's almost strange, even. Strange. Royal Brunei Armed Forces Day. Brunei. I don't know. Dave Castile-La Mancha. Hey, it's La Mancha. Let's see. Autonomous Vehicle Day. National Save Your Hearing Day. Oh, go to hell. My ears are all jacked up. My hearing is oversensitive. National. Oh, I will say that. Yo, side note. When we got sick, bro, when we got sick, okay, for people who don't know, hyperacusis, that's what we got. Basically, our hearing is stupid sensitive, all right? Everyday sounds are absolutely excruciating. However, when we were sick and our sinuses were all congested and stuff like that, and our ears were all clogged, oh my God, it was absolute bliss. I wish we were well enough to actually listen to music, but our ears were perfectly normalized. I was like, wow, I'm not in excruciating pain. So that's the thing. I guess we just got to be in a constant state of sinus discomfort, so much so that we can't hear. So it takes the edge off. Weird. Robot car. Yeah, self-driving car. Autonomous Vehicle Day. No, it's something I get to report back to the ear doctor next time I see them, and they're just going to shrug and be like, yeah, that'll happen. Yeah. You want a coupon? Yeah. National Save Your Hearing Day. National Speak in Sentences Day. That's going to be real difficult for texters. Dude, have you seen how people literally write the way they text? You know, line after line after line. It looks like they wrote out a poem, but none of it makes sense. National Macaroon Day, bro, macaroons. Macarooning it. Nice. National Smile Day. Sorry, I can't smile eating macaroons. Necrotizing Facilis Awareness Day. Necrotizing? What is that? What's necrotizing? Are we dying on the inside? Are you aware? I don't even want to know. Trinity Sunday. Now you got to deal with 3 of them. Mother's Day in multiple countries, but not this one. Eid al-Adha holiday. I'm in Bahrain. I can't pronounce that. Harvest Festival Day 2, the sequel. Trinity, another thing. Orthodox Pentecost. What's that? Kiev Day. Oh, is that like the chicken Kiev? No, man, dude, a little chicken with the butters in it. That was good. Web Design Day. I remember web designing. Necrotizing facilis is when your flesh rots. Anything can cause it, just randomly, huh? Weird. All right, Web Designer Appreciation Day. There you go. I think I have to go with Macaroon Day. That's going to be the day I celebrate because, macaroons. Macaroons are good. Come on. I like them. There you go. Now pick a day, go with it. Boop. Yeah, this is a site. I think, what is it? No, it's almost June. We're going to have another, I think, season 3 to reboot series is going to be up here relatively soon. So maybe another week or so. I don't know. Let's see. Fable has been delayed. Bro, Fable, it's been delayed. Yeah, big surprise. Maybe they'll redo the way the character looks, because that'd be nice. You'll have to wait a little longer to return to Albion, as Fable has been delayed to 2027. Everyone speculates because it's GTA 6. Hatta needs his own series. We're trying not to get banned. What? Nobody's going to allow it. Everybody sucks. Let's see. Yeah, so apparently this thing got pushed back. People are speculating, so it avoids the whole GTA 6 thing. Yeah, better redo the Fable character. Yeah. Kyiv is the capital of Ukraine. Yeah, but there's also something called chicken Kyiv. It's got butter in it. I like it. Sorry, my mind gravitates towards food. I like butter. What? Well, can Begley get some love? Look, Begley was just in an episode. He's going to be in another episode. That's what he do. You show up every once in a while. Let's see. Let's see. Forza, blah, blah, blah. All right, yeah, so notice has been delayed. You ain't going to be seeing it for a while. I don't know what to do with that. Boop. What else we got? Hey, a YouTuber got banned from Cedar Point after eating chicken nuggets on a roller coaster. Why? Who? I don't know who this is, so I was just curious. Alan Farrell has been barred from all Six Flags parks after smuggling McDonald's onto the Millennium Force. Was he had an episode? Been a while. Probably. There's some commentary there because last we left off. What? Hatter was in England and then Begley moved over here. So, okay, so this guy ate nuggets on a roller coaster. Posted food challenge videos and asking his viewers, what's wrong with you? Have received a lifetime ban from Cedar Point. Valhalla of Ohio. Okay, the ban comes from this as a famous dared him to eat 10 chicken nuggets on a roller coaster, which he followed through on last week. Okay. So, you know, you could choke doing that. That's like dangerous. All right, Farrell holds up a list of all other Six Flag parks that he is no longer permitted in. He says he understands that the park wouldn't want to encourage other guests to mimic his buffoonery, adding that such challenges should be left to professionals, which I suppose he considers himself to be. You're a professional nugget eater on a roller coaster. I mean, they didn't choke, so I guess they might be pro. So, yeah, just know that that's weird challenges are still a thing. Oh, God. 007 First Light reached 1.5 million sales in 24 hours. Dude, 1.5 million games in 24 hours. That's pretty good. All right. That's good. That's good. That's good. Strong start, they say. I guarantee. Yeah, God, this thing. I guarantee you there's going to be a CEO who's like, you know, we didn't really sell it off. We got 1.5 million copies in 24 hours. Yeah. Timmy the Termite. Where's the alert? Where'd they do this? Where's the alert? Where is it? Oh, the alerts are on. Hold on. No, I want to know why the alert didn't work. It's an alert. It's an important alert. All right. Timmy says, huzzah, I'm celebrating 2-year anniversary. Hey, there you go. Thank you. Okay, that wasn't an alert. That was a highlight. That's my fault. I wasn't paying attention. I'm looking around. I'm like, why isn't this showing up in Streamlabs, dude? What? It looked like a thing. I wanted to know. I thought something's broken because that's something usually is. Oh, thank you, Timmy, putting up with our nonsense. Thank you, thank you. Hope you're doing well on this Sunday. No alert because Timmy left. No, he's right there. Let's see. So this game is doing all right, I guess, from the get-go. So I don't know. I haven't played it, so I don't know. Good luck. It's a story. It's a game that's got a story to it. All right. That's the cool thing. Steam Deck pre-orders are full. Yeah, they're like $1,000 now. I think we got a tab open for that. Boop. Balatro Publisher is being acquired by GameSpot owner. I am surprised GameSpot even has money. Oh, no, GameSpot owner. PlayStack, the publisher of Balatro, is being acquired by integrated media company. Wow. I mean, that's like right down the hallway from the Umbrella Corporation. Holy crap. Dude, that name is just so ominous. It really is. It's like the integrated media company. Well, okay. What do? We acquire media and integrate it. Well, all right. So apparently they bought it up for $169 million, I guess. Weird. Oh, God. I don't know what this is. We believe the disposable play stack represents a milestone for True Fit and what? Disposal? Disposable play stack represents a milestone for True Fit and a clear demonstration of our disciplined approach to capital allocation and value creation. If you valued creation, you wouldn't be talking like this. We've thoroughly enjoyed working on the PlayStack team over the last few years and look forward to them achieving future success. IMC is a superb platform for the next stage in PlayStack's journey, and we wish the team and IMC well for the future. Oh, God. The corporate lingo is just so whatever. Can't deal with it. Integrated Media Company was originally going to be called the Board Collective Inc.
Just need to add a few more corp words like synergize and optimize to that so-called coot.
Yep. There you go. Got to synergize and optimize the inevitable, conglomeration of the copacetic cohesiveness of our portfolios for the shareholders this, for Q4. For the allotted segment of the plethora of collective IPs we have acquired through the... It's like, God. All right, these are our showcases coming out. Look at this. Official Summer Games Fest 2026 events calendar. All shows, dates, times, and schedule. All right, there's a lot of stuff coming out. Look, you got the mix there. All right, that's tomorrow. All right. Oh, the only thing? I got one thing, huh? You got Black Voices in Gaming. You got Sony State of Play. Everyone's going to be like, oh my God, dude, State of Play. Oh my. I don't know. We'll see. I don't own a PlayStation, and now with the prices, I ain't owning one. Latin American Game Showcase. Womenland Games. Summer Games Fest Showcase. That's like the big one. Yeah. Data Devs. I like Data Devs. That's fun. Southeast Asian Game Showcase. Wholesome Direct. Story Rich Showcase. I usually like the Wholesome Direct and the Story Rich Showcase. The Summer Games Fest generally annoys the hell out of me because it's just a bunch of talking people hyping up games that I won't see for a couple of years, and then most of them inevitably fail. Green Game Showcase. If any of them have to use a computer, I don't know how they're green they're going to be at this point. Pride Parade. What, a parade? Are they going to talk about games or whatever? Frosty Games Fest, Xbox Showcase, and Gears of War E-Day Direct. Yeah, PC Gaming Show. Deutsch Indie Festival. India Game Showcase and Nintendo Direct? ? Nobody knows. Could be, could not be. We don't know. I don't know. Again, same thing with the Switch. Everything's going up. I don't buy them now. I'm done. I got a PC and a back catalog of games. I'm going to be good for about 5 years. Vegan beef with rice, taco seasoning, guac, and cheese. Gimme. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what the story-rich games are that are not going to be about lecturing me. Yeah, that'd be pretty nice. Weird. Yeah, we'll see. But there's a lot. I gotta keep this tab open so I get a list. I gotta remember. We usually watch them all, but I don't know. Every year it's like I keep seeing the same games that never get released. Boop. Hey, I got X-Burrito. Thank you. Hey, look at this. Activision files trademark for Crash Bandicoot Motion Pictures.
I got too many games. I am set for life, but I can't help to look at new stuff.
Yeah, it is difficult when you see the new shiny stuff coming out. Where you're like, oh my God, look. Persona 6. I'm like, I got to play 3. So yeah, we might be getting some Bandicoot. We might be getting some Bandicoot movies because I feel like that's everything that it's, oh God. The thing is, every game company now that has an IP, they're looking at Nintendo raking in all this movie money. The same thing with Minecraft. And you're all going to try making stuff.
Starting up a game. Battling the shader boss now.
There you go. Shaders loading. Let's go. You want Hans Zimmer to do music? Oh, man. So, yeah, that's... Wait, interesting. This isn't the first time Crash Bandicoot has linked to television. Late last year, rumors suggested that an animated Crash Bandicoot series was in production for Netflix, with reports claiming it was being developed by Wild Brain Studios, the team behind Sonic Prime. But nobody's seen it, so nobody knows what's going on. I don't know. Just keep that in mind. No, that was for the series that it was rumored to happen. This is for motion pictures, so it'll be completely different. Boop. Pokemon 30th anniversary trading card game set to be revealed next week. Hey, Mary Grace won. Nice. So, yeah, there's going to be a 30th anniversary Pokemon trading card set, which nobody's going to be able to get their hands on because scalpers are going to just buy them all and then sell them on eBay and other assorted sites for 100 times the value. Yeah, the scalpers are busy this year, aren't they? Oh, man. When do they sleep? Yeah. Initial teaser for the anniversary set celebrated 3 decades of Pokemon. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, Pokemon 30th anniversary set revealed. Blah, blah, blah. Videos, stuff like that. Okay, things like that. All right. Yeah, scalpers are getting ridiculous. I feel like, you know, there's a certain place for scalpers. And, you know, again, part of me gets it. It's like everybody's trying to survive and make a little extra money, but think of the children. All right, this game. Look at this. Yeah, everyone's talking about this thing over there. That's got enough hype. But what is it? Schrodinger's Call, right? There it's this weird, artsy, kind of weird game we saw during one of the directs. Well, the Insider thing, or could have been on another one. Whatever, I don't know. I don't remember. I've seen a lot of them already. This looks kind of interesting. Don will probably play a demo at some point, but it looks spooky. Look, you got a little cat and stuff. It's got this little hand-drawn quality to it, which is kind of cool. Look, there's a deer on a phone. There's an owl on a phone. This, whatever that is. Yeah, but it looks, it's kind of got an interesting little thing to it. So I don't know if I want to sit there and read it, but Don can do that. No, that's happening. It's weird, and apparently it's well rated so far. Boom. Oh, broken controller. What happened? Stop Killing Games just took one giant step to becoming reality. One step beyond. Nice. There we go. Look. Over the last year, Stop Killing Games initiative has gained major traction. It argues that developers and publishers shouldn't be able to make games unplayable after consumers have purchased them, much like what has happened to The Crew, which served as a catalyst for the movement. Really? Out of all the games that were canceled over the years, live service games that are just dead in the water, The Crew of all things, set this in motion. Are you kidding me? God. All right. Whatever gets it done, I guess. Quickly gaining 1 million signatures, Stop Killing Games began taking seriously. It became eligible for debate in the EU in January and in April. The campaign's organizer was invited to speak in the EU Parliament. Alongside the EU Parliament, the initiative was reached the U.S. and California State Assembly, voting to advance the act to the state Senate, moving it one step closer to becoming reality. Okay, so basically, what this means would, let's see, one, I got to turn off a thing that's here that's bothering me. Boop. Okay, good, that's gone. All right, let's just read this because I got to, I'm not going to be able to summarize. The Protect Our Games Act would require developers and publishers to provide at least 60 days notice before shutting down servers or making a service change that would render a game unplayable. It would also prevent companies from completely deleting the game. requiring them to provide a way for buyers to continue using it independently. Pretty good. It would only affect games released on or after January 1st, 2027, and wouldn't include free-to-play titles. Wait, what? That's all the ones that get canceled. All right, well, what happens if it gets released and then it goes free-to-play? That's going to be a loophole. They're going to be like, well, you know, it's free-to-play. Or what if it starts as free-to-play and then they charge people? I'm worried about this. I'm actually kind of a little skeptical here. Then you need a clause for that. Yeah, I would definitely have a clause for that.
They did set a single step forward in progress.
We'll see. I feel like that everyone's just going to release free-to-play games. You know, because that would leave them exempt, and they don't have to do that excruciating part of patching a game to work without servers. They would just go free-to-play and then drop it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. So, most of the free-to-play games are the ones that just get destroyed. You know, it's like, okay, in the past, it's like, okay, Anthem, Concord, those were games that, you know, you paid for, the crew, and, you know, you should be able to access them, but free-to-plays are all, as much as I don't like most of them, they still should be preserved, you know, somehow, but I don't know. While the bill would technically be law only in California, the state's global economic footprint would effectively force companies to roll it out worldwide. See? It is weird that California is like, yo, if you can't do it here, then basically, no. Shouldn't a game company just be like, all right, we're not selling it in California, but people will buy it from other states? Like, there's got to be a loophole, yeah. With games like Concord, Highguard, and Spellcaster's Chronicle all suffering quick deaths, we could be about to see a seismic shift in the way video games are developed. Now, we're just going to see free-to-play games that nobody's going to put an effort into it because they just know they're not making the money back. That's it. I feel like on the surface, this is good. But the reality of it, when it comes to companies, is that they're just going to be like, well, screw it, free to play. I really feel like that's what's going to happen. But who knows? People spend money on skins in the games. That's their problems. Those never seem permanent anyway. Yep. Let's see. We got gaming. I pulled up some gaming stuff here. Look, contrary. Hey, this is good news for gamers. Gamers, you're not bad people. What happened? Where'd it go? Look at this. Contrary to stereotypes, gamers tend to be more inclusive than the general public, study finds. Say, general public, you know, you hear those things. It's like, oh, some of the biggest turnoffs in people is that they're gamers. Oh, sorry. Is being inclusive a turnoff for you? Yeah. Okay. Whatever, bro. You know, dude, that's good. I mean, you wouldn't know by all the crap talking they do on the internet and the gamer words that fly about. But, you know, general consensus is gamers are more inclusive than the general public. Good for us, right? Given they don't get shut down due to legal stuff. What? Oh, yeah. Gamers only discriminate in terms of get good. That is true. They'll throw every word that seems very, very bad at you if you're a terrible player. But you know what? They'll probably be like chill with you. There's gamer rage, and then there's like people who are just biased idiots. It's a big difference. See? There you go. Gamers are good, bro. You know? Thanks. Remedy Entertainment CEO says Alan Wake and Control should have sold more. That's literally the article. The CEO is like, we should have sold more. Go.
Lol, we are inclusive because we really need to play that co-op game, lol.
Right? Yo, man, I wouldn't even be talking to you if I didn't need a partner in this game, man. You know, it takes two. If it could take one, you wouldn't even be here. Man. Well, woulda, coulda, shoulda, but didn't. Wonder why. I don't know why they didn't sell. Actually, I kind of have an idea. Okay, hey, Remedy. I'm throwing this out here right now. Games, especially Alan Wake. It's going to be a little too thinky, and we talked about this earlier. Not a lot of thinking people out there. Okay, a lot of people don't like thinking. People don't like sprawling cinematics with complex storylines. Okay, they want big explosions. They want, small bite-sized dopamine hits and stuff like that. Nobody wants to deal with a slow roll. Nobody wants to deal with that. Okay. Thinking games are a particular type of gamer, not the majority. Well, yeah, Remedy should know that, And that's the thing. It is weird because I think thinky is a shrinking demographic, it's a genre that isn't growing from what I've seen. It's like people on the internet, general public, they're not great. The majority, you got some cool people out there, stuff like that. But the majority are not thinking. They'd rather play Fortnite than play this. That's kind of the problem. So what are you going to do with that? And bounciness like Stellar Blade. I have not heard anybody comment about the story in Stellar Blade at all. But they seem real happy when they find a new costume. So I don't know. Sometimes that's all people need. But I don't know. If you're a thinker, the future does not look great. Know your audience. Set realistic expectations. I think they know their audience. They just don't know that it's getting smaller. Because Alan Wake, the first one, was pretty thinky. The original one. But it was a different time. That came out in like what, 2007, 2008? That's technically an old game. And mentally, it was a completely different landscape. I don't think you realize how crazy stuff has gotten in the last 20 years. Dude, the diminishing returns on critical thinking are astounding. Since 2007 to now, just under 20 years. It's absolutely insane. There is a story. I'm not going to click on it, though. But, let's see. This is a cool story. Look at this. Yo, veteran programmer finishes retro game sequel and publishes it after 37 years. Bro, Colin Porch started Head Over Heels, home computer title, in 1989, but it was shelved due to console pivot. So this dude, this guy, right? He was like, you know what? I got this 37-year-old game here. Look at that. Head Over Heels was a hit isometric arcade puzzler adventure game originally published by Ocean Software in 1987 for home computers. Developed by the game, development for the same sequel was canned in 1989 when Ocean decided to pivot to console gaming titles like ITV News. What? However, with retro gaming become booming in the 2020s, the sequel has finally been released for Atari ST and Commodore Amiga 37 years later. Coded by original programmer Colin Porch, the sequel's full title is Return to Blacktooth, a Head Over Heels adventure. I've never played this, but it's on itch. Look at this. Look, and I got, look at these images, dude. I haven't seen a game like this in forever. My dude. This is why I never count out a possibility for a game return, right? That's it, dude. I mean, it might take 37 years, but holy crap, dude, that's cool. I'll give them that. May not be my type of game, but they did it. What? That's cool. Come on. How much do they want for that? Look, old school isometric arcade action. Over 300 rooms to explore. A host of new features and hazards. All new puzzles and level layouts. Glorious pixelated isometric graphics. Epic soundtrack by Jochen Feldkotter. Wacky sound effects by Hoffman. Seymour Hoffman? I thought they died. Yeah, so that's a thing. What is it? How much is it? Is there a physical copy? $12.99. Where's there? I need a physical copy. What is that? Look. Oh my God, dude, games back then. Look, 772 KB. 3/4 of a megabyte. 300 levels. Music. Bro. That's insane. That's insane, dude. I miss when games were small, right? Maybe there'll be an update for this game that's like 8 gigs. And you'll be like, wait, what? Why? I know it's a very simple way of creating a game, but damn, dude, that space. You got to be real creative with those constraints. Yeah, so no, that's out there. I'm going to actually look at that later. Steam price increase. Oh my God, dude, the Steam machine. Well, the Steam Deck, whatever. Yo, this thing went up $200 and then $300 for the 1 terabyte one. Look at that. All because of the RAM shortage, bro. 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 I never thought we would be living in an age where a piece of technology's value would accrue from month to month based on the internal workings. It was usually like, remember when you would buy like a computer and it was like, started to become obsolete as soon as you took it out of the box, you know, that kind of thing, where it's like, you know, you got this processor and you're like, wow, that's cool, man. Oh yeah, they're coming out with a new processor next month. It's going to be like, you know, twice as fast as that one. You're like, oh, well, cool, I guess. Great. Now it's like, yeah, remember that thing that you bought that was $300 cheaper like 6 months ago? Well, guess what? It went up in value. This is insane. Ah, God. No, I don't like all these price increases. I'm waiting for that AI bubble to burst, but who knows? Let's see. What? Dude, this is a weird thing. Look, O.J. Simpson, white Bronco chase. 94. I kind of like, I haven't heard anybody really mention this. These cars were cool. Those cop cars. What are they, like Caprice or something like that? Those things were awesome, man. They were huge. This is weird because I saw this and I was like, wow, simpler times. Like, this was the biggest news issue we had on the planet to look at in 94. Was some dude being chased by cops on a highway. That was it. Nobody really talked. We didn't have like the 24-hour news cycle except this. Like, this was, everybody was just watching, following this guy forever. Look at him. Dude, that's crazy. And it's bizarre. Now there's like, there were car chases like this in California probably like twice a week, if not more. Nobody even talks about it. But I mean, yeah, it's not a celebrity, but still, like, there's this much traffic, there's this much issue, there's a bunch of cars following, blah, blah, blah. Who knows what the hell they did? And I was like, yeah, whatever.
I saw that on the way home from Westpac.
Nice. Why does that one do it twice? Thank you. Yeah, it was just weird. I want one of these cars. Holy crap. No, we knew somebody who had one of these things, and that was like, it was such a smooth ride. Like, you could fall asleep in that. It was amazing. What else we got here? Yo, look at this. Somebody's got a pumpkin chandelier. Let's go. Dude, I didn't even know they made pumpkin chandeliers, unless this is like a custom thing. Look at that. Lights up. I'm easily amused. Okay. What do you want? That's nice. Boop. Insane photo shoot. Look at that. I don't know. I got to look this up later and see if I can find it. I didn't even know how to install a chandelier, so whatever. What is this? Cracker Barrel. Look at this. Cracker Barrel's got Halloween. It's happening already. It's happening. Look at that. These don't look very Halloween-y to me. What do we got? A frog. Okay, they got a frog. God. Cracker Barrel. Halloween already. How? How's this even supposed to be? What is this supposed to be? This is like a cat vampire or something? Hey, I'm all for Halloween moving forward and showing up early, but you know, this is we could be doing better here. What is this? Can you make this look more generic? What the hell, dude? Anyway, yeah, I guess it's the start of spooky season. Brr. Blood Angels like kill me. Wow, look at that. It's awful. I never thought Cracker Barrel, of all places, would actually be getting Halloween stuff before anybody else. I'd expect like Dollar Store or something like that. I mean, if you're eating at Cracker Barrel and you go in there, do they? Hey, they got the old logo? All right, they kept the old logo. Nah, man. No, they tried to update it and modernize it to, you know, basically make it bereft of anything of character, and people flipped out about it. Yeah. Dude. What's that? They sent so much Halloween crap for a store? Really? You got Halloween stuff. Was any of it good, or am I just looking at you know, kind of the frog and yeah, cat? Like, I don't know what to think. Cracker Barrel is needed to improve since there faux pas last year with the logo modernization. Yeah, that is. Look, I get it for brands wanting to change up every once in a while. I get it. You know, it's a thing. But if you're so iconic like Cracker Barrel, this is, you know, it's iconic. You know, whatever, leave it. You know, it's kind of like the KFC logo. It's changed over the years, but is kind of remained the same, if that makes any sense. Bad examples would be like Toys R Us. Like, they had that weird little giraffe guy for a while, and then at a certain point, it just looked like clip art. It was absolutely stupid. So I don't know what it is about the stripping the personality out of food chains or just stores in general. Cutesy Halloween clothes. Think we're going to be getting creepier stuff later. Oh. Got blow molds. All right, well. And keep an eye. Halloween is happening, and it's only May. Oh, God. Thrift store hauls. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything in there. Oh, this one. That's right. Look. Yo. Look at this. Bro. Dude, it's like a sports thingy. One of those, the windbreaker. I had no idea this was an actual thing. I wouldn't wear this. It's Wii Sports. It's actually real. 2007. $7.29. The amazing thing about this is there's no cheese puff stains on this. No, I can't be trusted with white. All right. I will get like schmutz on here. Everywhere. It's going to be terrible. Probably from an E3 event or something. Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, you couldn't resell that online? You know, there's some Nintendo fan out there who's going to be like, give me that. Give it to me. Ugh. Boop. All right, Wii Sports, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I don't know. I just never seen it before. If you're a collector, know it's out there. Boop. The Mandalorian Grogu plummets to 6.5 million Friday as Backroom scores third biggest horror movie debut ever. Apparently people like Backrooms a lot, the horror movie. But not so much Mandalorian there with the Grogu. It is not doing well, apparently. Dude, $6.5 million? $6.5 million. That his suit probably cost that much in production. Let Star Wars die, damn it. Yeah. I mean, they can't. They're just going to keep going. They already have another trilogy lined up, and of course it deals with the Skywalker saga thing. Not that there's really any of them left. You follow, thank you. I appreciate. I think they're going to focus on the Rey character, and you know how everybody loved that character. Moving forward.
Let's freaking go.
Let's go. Sam Kelly. You got to roll equal to or greater than. Boom. 12. 6. Wow, we fitted a card battle before that alert even went away. Nice. Oh, God. That was the quickest card battle ever. What? That was like a Wild West showdown. Just quick draw. Nice. Was that spicy? Does that count as a spicy card? I don't know. It wasn't on the screen long enough for me to see, really. I wasn't paying attention. I just saw the number. I'll call it just in case. I'll assume there was some kind of spice to it. So at least you got that out of there. That's up. Let's see. Whoa!
Backrooms and Iron Lungus show that we don't need Hollywood to make a very profitable movie.
There you go. See? And we need more of those movies. We need more fun, different movies. You can only throw so much money at Star Wars before it's just like, I don't care. Like, what the hell is this? Who designed this? This is not a very good design. Just throwing it out there. Blanco 1. Nice. Yeah. Quick draw. You got the number out there. It's all right. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with Star Wars. I mean, you know, like I said, you're going to have the trilogy thing. I mean, they tried to link crap together, just, I think, way too much of it. You know, you had the Obi-Wan series, you had all these other spinoffs, and just it became too much. You know, I don't know what they're going to do now, but whatever. This guy, look at this. Pinocchio Unstrung gruesome final trailer unveils Robert Englund inspired sinister Jiminy Cricket. All right, here's the thing. I watched a trailer for this, right? I watched a trailer. It does not look awful. I'm not going to say it looks great, but they're at like a full moon features sort of quality of level right now. This is from the people that made like the Pooh-verse, you know, Blood and Honey and all that other stuff. So, you know, they're just taking more Jiminy Cricket things and, you know, making this stuff. What do we got? Look at them. Pinocchio. It looks like they're trying. They got like a budget going. So again, I'm not going to say this is great. I'm not going to say it's terrible either. So I'm interested to see what happens to it. But, you know, it's got some weird, creepy looking little guys. So that'll be fun, right? Looks like the puppet from Nightmare 3. What, Little Nightmares? Or Nightmare? What's up, Red Misery? Hi. Yeah. Looks like I tried to, mash up Yoda and Planet of the Apes? Yeah, I can see that. I know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But again, I watched the trailer, which I'm not going to do here. It does not look terrible. Red Misery 1. So if you are into weird horror, maybe keep an eye on it. I don't know. What do I got here? Oh, this game. All right, here's the thing. We saw streamers playing this. All right, I got to pause that. This came out like, what? There's a play test, right? All right, you can play a play test of this. The thing is, what I found interesting, all right, is essentially, you're like a dude running around in this thing. You see that big foot there, right? You got these giant, like, kaiju creatures in here, which you can, you know, assuming you get through the whole PvP area, you can basically sync up with one or link with one, according to the story here. And basically you got to fight other things or take out other weird little creatures or players, which is kind of interesting because if anybody remember, what was Evolve? It was an older game. They had that one giant creature that everybody had to try to take down or whatever. This is going to be the indie version of it. From what I've seen, it needs a little bit of bacon. It needs to cook a bit, right? But it's not awful. Like I've seen like early access games, even in playtests like this, be a lot worse. So if you do like giant kaiju games and stuff like that, just look into Beastlink. Right now, you can literally try it out for free because it's a playtest. Do it. Evolve is an older game. Jeez, it is. When did Evolve come out? That was like late 2000s, right? Like 2009? Actually, it probably could have been later. When did the Xbox One come out? I'm trying to think. I don't know. Like, I literally don't remember. But, yeah, this is, yeah, kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting game. The other game that we actually played, because I was interested in, you know, Binding Isaac, right? The Binding of Isaac. Boom. Where is it? This game. All right. This game's interesting. End of Embers. All right. The reason why it's interesting, I played a playtest, and I literally played this for like 40 minutes, which is a lot for me now. It's weird. It's zany. If you've played Binding of Isaac, you'll know exactly the type of gameplay that you're getting. But there are so many weird little Easter egg kind of things in this game. Like we got this, what do you call it? There was this perk that we got. It was just called Danny. And it ended up being this little kid on a tricycle that would just kind of ride around and bump into things, which, you know, was a nod to The Shining. There was another bit of, I don't know, what do you want to call it? Homage to Nightmare on Elm Street in there. There was a couple of things. So, and that was just within a playtest, you know. So it's weird. It's bizarre. It's got like kind of a fun but gruesome style, which I'm all for. So, Evolve came out in 2015. Oh, all right. Yeah. So, yeah, that's, God, 11-year-old game. I thought it was earlier than that. Honestly. So, yeah, look at this. You had a chainsaw, too. It's fun. Again, I did do the play test. It is fairly solid as far as gameplay goes. I would say it could use a little tweaking, but, you know, again, it's just a play test, so. I know. It's fun. Look into it. I added it to my wish list because I'll actually play it when it comes out. It's cool. Boom. What do we got? Oh, look, they're finally remaking The Birds as a limited series. The Boyds. GTA 3 is now considered retro, so PS2 is now retro. Yo, the Xbox 360 is retro at this point. Hold on. Boop. We'll yell at The Birds later, but boom. We're going to have some coffee while the ads roll. Oh, that's a weird style. I haven't seen that before. No, I wasn't thinking of Left 4 Dead because I know that's early. That's probably 2005. But I don't know, for some reason I just assumed it was older than that. That's just me misremembering. Ooh, wow. That was a little too bouncy. Boop. All right, there are those ads. Right now, I'm going to go through some bingo. Going through the bingo. We'll see what we're going to find. Technical issues? So far, no. Drop frames? No. But because ads are running, I'm going to check the Twitch Inspector. All right, let's see how the Twitch Inspector is doing today. Could you just tell me? Oh, all right, we've had no issues today. That's good. We had a little bit of a dip, slightly, but not enough to cause any problems. All right, that's pretty good. Solid. It's been all right. I can't even yell at the ISP people right now. All right, that's good. All right, what else we got here? No drop frames. Ask for somebody's help. Look it up. Yeah, there you go. Just about Evolve. Runs out of coffee. I did. Freak out? No. No, maybe because Don was trying to poke me. Yeah. I didn't have bad coffee. No. Candy Rain? Didn't do it. Let's see. Fancy card battle? No. Nobody rolled a 1. Nobody rolled a 20. Something falls off stream. Hits mic. No, didn't swear. Supersized emote. That's just fine. Just got him. Feel like I fudged all I could fudge. Do I get bingo yet? No. Maybe we'll do this. Candy rain. All right. Gotta throw it out there every once in a while.
Sad is the world.
Sad is the world.
But I have cavorting scarf around my neck.
Why sad world? Bingo. Hey, there you go. Literally had to wait on a candy rain. God, I could have done that earlier. I could have been a winner. I could have beat you all, man. But I didn't. All right, what do we got? Thank you. Gisarian Priest. Farrellin won. Hey, there you go. No, they got an extra card. Thank you. All right, boom. And Farrellin. Nice. Da-da-da-da-da. Look at this. They're going to remake the Boyds. All right. They're going to make it a limited series because apparently you have to go back and fiddle around with Hitchcock's movies because, you know, posture check. Bad. Let's see. McBooyah. Nice. He won. You never drop frames. There was that one day. A remake of Alfred Hitchcock's The Boyds is finally flying into development, unlike your sense of humor. Only this time as a limited series. The high profile. It's high profile? Really? All right. With being taken out to buyers has Emmy winner Sarah Snook. Successor, Run Rabbit Run, starring, and Tom Spezialy. He's a Spezialy. The Leftovers and Watchmen, writing. Reports deadline, birds, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. The birds. Just watch the Hitchcock one, all right? I know it's kind of weird. Like, modern audiences won't be able to sit through all this. You know? They'll just be like, oh, God, it's so slow. Oh, you know? Like, most of Hitchcock stuff, like Psycho, Birds, Vertigo, Rear Window, all those things, they're very good to watch if you have an attention span. And, you know, like we usually say, most people don't. So during those parts that are supposed to build tension for people who are paying attention and are immersed in the story, people find that to be annoying and boring, which kind of detracts from the whole point of being a master of that craft and being able to build tension if people don't have the patience for it. So, you know, it is a weird thing about modern audiences, but yeah, what are you gonna do? Their loss. Yeah, but it's gonna be a collective industry loss because the more people that don't have the patience for this, the less studios are gonna fund it. You know, and then what happens is you just get those horror movies or psychological thrillers that just kind of go ham from, you know, the first second. It's like the opening scene, there's got to be explosions and people yelling and then everybody running around for 2 hours in a chaotic mess. Okay, speaking of early 2000s, upcoming albums. Okay, listen. Do you know what year this is? Look at this. Death Cab for Cutie. Deer Tick. Okay, Modest Mouse. What? Like, what year? But wait, it gets weirder. Fruit Bats. They're kind of old, not terribly old. John Spencer. Where's the other one? Sublime? My dude. I forgot about Modest Mouse. I know, right? They had that song. That was a good album. And then one after that was pretty good too. I forget the name of it. It had a blue cover. It was interesting. Where's the other one that was like, no, not Beth Orton. It's going to bother me. The Strokes. Dude, early 2000s, man. Also pretty reckless. This is weird. Early 2000 stuff. Madonna. Thought we stopped that. What else is there? Rolling Stones? What? God, it keeps going back further, doesn't it? Tricky. Okay, no. I think we're kind of good. But yeah, that was a weird collection of, you know, early 2000s-ish bands. being like, we still got stuff, bro. Death Camp for Cutie had some, like, they had that, what the hell was the name of that album that was actually, like, pretty good from beginning to end? Where is this? Why do you take me to this? I want to know what their albums, TV shows. I don't care. Oh God, Metacritic, you suck. Why don't they just have a list of albums? Whatever. Hey, Chopping Mall's getting a novel because the script was so good it needed a novelization. Who did this? Who said Chopping Mall needs to be a book? If you've seen the movie. This is weird, and we've talked about this a bit ago, but there is this odd sort of trend of people writing novelizations to old horror movies. Yeah, the movie was just like, okay. It was like fun and campy as a, you know, of that era kind of, you know, film, but it's, you know, it's like, all right, I guess, you know. Had these people in there. If you don't know who they are, I can't help you, but they were also in the movie Eating Raoul. Yeah. And also you got that guy Dick Miller. He was in there. They gave him the character name of Walter Paisley. They did. Weren't they in Beetlejuice? No. Boop. I don't know. Oh, free games. Yo. Steam officially makes 2 games 100% free for a limited time. Okay. IQ under construction. All right. Write it down. IQ under construction. All right. You got it? All right. I'll give you a minute. I'll give you a minute to go add it to your account. Basically free. All right. IQ under construction. Okay. The other one. Look at this. Moonrise Fall. It looks interesting. Look at that little guy. It's all pixelated art. Atmospheric puzzle game. Described as David Thoreau's Walden crossed with an opium dream. But that's promising. Is anyone going to like... I mean, this is not really a selling point for most people in the gaming world. Oh, you know, I was looking for a game of, you know, David Thoreau's Walden, you know, especially crossed with an opium dream. You know, it's one of those weird little genres that have never just taken off. I'm glad somebody did it. You know, like, it's all right. Yeah, so that's a thing. 2 games. All right. Moonrise Fall, IQ under construction. All right. Right, CBR, they don't talk about comics anymore. They do. It's just, let's see. Well, what does CBR do? Look, there you go, Spider Noir. Season 2 gets uncertain answer from Nicolas Cage. John Hughes, 70 million comedy class. Oh, whatever, dude. And, you know, they got, you know, Minecraft stuff. They talk about stuff. I really wish somebody would stop this type of design of websites. This is just like just blocky pictures, and then it's like this is crazy. Marvel movies don't count. Well, this is a series. Look, 10 Marvel comics that deserve something, but I don't know. I don't care enough to figure it out. What else we got? Boom. Video game news, IGN. What do we got here? We got nothing going on there. Stupid food. All right. I may not look at it, but at least I can call it. Let's see. Where we got it? Where? I'm looking for it. Stupid food. Let's go. Nice. Cute. Bump. And stupid food has been kind of disappointing. Makes me more aggravated, especially since we're trying to watch what I eat. So look, this is a weird thing. See, now I'm going to have to blur that out later. Okay. Cottage cheese, puff cheese, but I don't care. See, again, it's like I don't have the patience. The IRL. Look at this. Dude, I swear this has happened to me. No, what the Forza Horizons. Look at that. Going to work after a weekend. Damn it. After a weekend playing Forza Horizon 6. Max Marvel 1. Nice. Look at that. If you've played the game, you'll be like, yeah, I can totally see that. That's pretty funny. That's the Tetris effect. Boom, 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 boom. Pretty good. Oh, man. Funny. Let's see. Same thing, which should be 2 words. It happens to me when I would play GTA. Got to take a 20-minute break between gaming and driving for the safety of everyone. I can see that. All right, what else we got? Not sure if I'm still wet from shower or already sweating. Hi, Beam One. This is especially poignant in the summer months. I got to tell you, there's nothing worse than taking a shower and then like literally stepping out of the shower and starting to sweat merely because the humidity from the shower is making everything just warm enough so you start to perspire, you know? That's ridiculous. At that point, forget about showers and just, I don't know, get alcohol wipes, you know? It's annoying. I don't like it. Boom. What else we got here? Me opening the fridge for the 14th time, hoping new food spawned this time. Nope. New food never spawns. I've done this. Like you hope to look for something that you might have overlooked behind like the old tomato or the half can of cat food that you still have to feed the cat. You know, maybe there's a Twinkie back there or something, you know. Come on. It would be nice though. I want to get to the replicator levels of where it's like, you know what? Okay, fridge, redo everything in the fridge. Give me something different to eat, you know, and you open it up and it's just all different all types of different food there. That'd be amazing. No new food update. Guess I'll just eat mustard. Yeah, I know. You got, look at that. You got 3 condiments there? Dude, come on. Now you're just being picky. What is this? Oh, this is a thing. Yo, we saw this. Okay. For people who are extra paranoid and suspicious of everybody else around you, as we are, pay attention. I didn't even know this was a feature on my phone. All right, look at this. Boom. How to stop people snooping through your iPhone by using guided access. And parents, holy crap. You have this in your phone and you never use it? Okay, look, I don't care. It's just usually me, you know, me and Dawn hanging out. But every once in a while, right? Like if I'm at a doctor's office or something and there's a chart that like, if I usually keep track of stuff and if I got to show the doctor, I'll just like hand him the phone or whatever. There is a way to turn on guided access that basically locks the person to the app that is open. That's it. They can't swipe away. They can't go say, oh, let's go through your personal information real quick. They can't do any of that crap. Nothing. They are locked into that one app. That is it. I have tried it. It actually works. Like I opened up like Reddit and I'm just like, all right, let me scroll through there and just enable this. Basically, once you get it set up, you can just tap the side button 3 times and then just press like OK to start guided tour. You can hand over your phone to anyone and they cannot look at your messages, your contacts, or nothing. 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 Okay? So that's pretty cool. I did not know this was a thing and, you know, we stumbled upon it somehow and I was like, oh, holy crap. No, especially in like public, I don't like that. There was one time like, you ever keep like, say you go to a supermarket and some of them have like reward points or whatever, you know, and for some reason it won't scan, right? So you got to make the screen brighter. But then sometimes there's that overzealous cashier that will like take it out of your hand to try to scan it differently and hold on to it. I don't trust that. I don't like people touching my stuff. All right. How do you turn it back off? Basically, I would put a code in there rather than doing facial recognition because, you know, then they could just point the phone at your face and unlock it. So, that defeats the purpose. You tap it 3 times. Once you get it set up, put in a passcode kind of thing. And then when you want to turn it off, just tap the button 3 times and put in your passcode, and then it stops. So, Spirit Pagan says, hi, what's up? So, yeah, it's kind of cool. They give you a little thing, enter a passcode, blah, blah, blah. Toggle a button, the guided advice with the passcode settings. And you tap, you will need to enter a passcode. Doing so will ensure that only you can disable the guided access feature. It's a necessary security measure. We would advise that you don't use the same passcode as the one which unlocks your phone. No, that'd be bad. For convenience, you could also toggle the button next to Face ID. Doing so means that you can quickly end a guided access session by looking at the phone and double-clicking the side button rather than having to keep entering the passcode. Enter the passcode. All right. What? I bet only new Apple? No, we have an older phone. It works on there. Yeah, but see, your iPhone will inevitably contain lots of important personal information ranging from photos and videos to emails to banking apps, blah, blah, all that crap. Yeah, see, there is, however, a way to share your iPhone with someone and control what they do with the device. Now, the thing is, parents, if your kids like playing games, you can just open up the game, put this guided thing on there, and they could just play the game. That's it. They can't even go to the App Store. That's it. They could just play the game. You don't got to worry about them roaming around on the internet or nothing like that. They can't. They're locked to the app. So, it's called app pinning on Samsung. Cool. See, I don't know. Check into Samsung. Dawn's got that, but not Samsung, Android. But I know, is the Android thing different from the whatever deal? I'll have to look. I mean, I know it's different, but I don't know what the OSs are different from Android to Android. Basically, you open up the app there. Once guidance is set up, you launch the app you want to restrict. Once you've landed on the required screen, triple click the side button on your iPhone. If you have an iPhone 8 or earlier, you should triple click the home button. So, wow, this actually goes that far back? God, dude, I didn't even know. Let's see. This will take you straight to the guide. See, this is that weird thing where they don't let people know that this is even a feature. Because a lot of parents are like, well, it's really difficult to keep an eye on your kids. You can literally lock them into an app. That's it. You could just lock them down and be like, dude, this is it. When you turn on a phone, guess what? Boom. Nothing. That's pretty good. Select areas to disable. You can literally disable areas. Guide access not only prevents someone from leaving an app, it also allows you to set up restricted areas of the screen. For example, in a web browser, you may want to restrict users to the website that is currently on the screen. Yeah, so they don't load up a hub and say, hey, no, I want to show you this video, What about you want to do? In this case, you would want to prevent the user from use of the URL so that anyone using your phone is unable to search the web or visit other sites. To do this, you simply use your finger to circle the URL bar. See? You can circle any element on the screen, such as the menu and function buttons. Those areas will become unresponsive to touch. That's pretty cool. And then there's also a checklist of things you can turn off and stuff. Prevent strangers from ordering food off your McDonald's app. Yeah. Yeah, but this is useful because there's been a couple of times I've had to hand a phone over to not that I'm worried about a doctor or say a secretary at a doctor's office or, but handing it over to somebody who's got to scan it at a supermarket or something. It's I don't know these people, so now it's nice to have that extra little bit of feature. Bit of feature. So what's it say? What else you need? How to speed up your phone? Nah, that's all right. I don't know. Always worry about your doctor. Nah, my doctor is one of those people who's like, you got enough problems. I'm not going to bother you. Boop, 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 boop. All right. No, but dude, that's like a cool feature. That's a cool feature that nobody told me about. And I was kind of like surprised it was even there. I love my doctor. I'm a little lukewarm on my doctor right now. Let's see what Dawn is up to. Dawn! Dawn! Trying to get over there. Trying to yell, but they can't hear me. Sorry, I overslept. Dawn! Okay. Yeah. What are you up to? Are you going to start streaming?
Do you want me to?
Yeah, it's still like 2:17. You're going to be up all night.
All right, well, let me sit. I'll give you some.
All right, you let me know. Yeah, it'll be fun. No, I had to give him the get your crap together kind of thing. Yeah, but I don't know. See, now this is one of those weird things. I'm that person that gets like a phone and I'm just like, all right, cool. It does what it do. You know, I never dig deep into the features, you know, with the exception of the one that spares my hearing from, you know, making my ears bleed. Yeah, let her stream all night. There you go. Sorry, I was up, didn't see notifications. It happens. What are you going to do? You're gaming, listen to Japanese 80s online radio. Wait, there's Japanese 80s online radio? Specifically? That's very niche. That's very like, yeah, this is what we're going to do. Huh, interesting. Was it mostly pop stuff, rock stuff? Do they have the all Japanese punk from the 80s channel? That'd be kind of cool. I know you can always find a playlist, but radio? Raccoons are domesticating themselves. It seems like a lot of work. Cats are starting to speak English. What do you mean cats are starting to speak English? How? Now you're just making up stuff. What was in that burrito? Did you cook it all the way? I just grabbed fuel for my truck. Shower at a truck stop. Oh, they let you go into the stop this time. That's good. Yeah, shower bag broke after several years. Oh, finally broke. Luckily, we were on 70% off. Got a sweet deal. Did we get it at full price? We'd have to get it for like $14. Hey, there you go. Cats can understand and speak English. Not orange cats, though. Domesticated themselves, so they have schools. Hey, thanks for the follow. That'd be kind of funny. What? Like a... Thank you. Thank you, David. What? They have little schools. They got to learn how to do things. It'd be funny. Oh, no. That's what I was saying. No. I wonder what other features are in the phone that I'm just totally ignoring and don't know they exist. Anybody have any weird, fun features in their phones that they're like, oh, it can do this? No, I like that one where I literally can corral somebody into using that one up thing where it's like, that's it. You know? Especially, oh my God, especially like an older person. Dude, you ever give your phone to like an older person and they're just kind of like, they're kind of scrolling, but they're not quite like, you almost worry about them, tapping on a screen and doing a long press. And then maybe like just flipping and moving your apps somewhere, you know? Like, oh, I moved your app. Where is it? Everything got all weird. And then everything moves over like 4 screens. Yeah. 38, don't want to get old. Yeah, it happens. What are you going to do? You just keep going. I could shake my phone. See what? Turn on a flashlight. Is that a thing? You could use a phone, a mouse with your phone. Yeah, I mean, aside from Bluetooth capabilities and, putting stuff in there. I know. I got to look at it. I got to maybe find one of those, features you didn't know existed kind of things. Because that'd be cool. Yeah. I want to find weird stuff like that. I love being able to lock people into a thing there. No, especially, here's the other thing. Yo. You kids out there, you and your friends are playing around with your phone and you're sharing your phone back and forth and stuff like that. Yeah. That how kids are just, some of them are just jerks and they're just like, oh, I got to go through all your crap. Lock them into that screen. you know? Be like, dude, how come I can't get to your photos, man? I'd be like, because I wanted to show you this thing on Twitter. That was it. All right. Well, yeah, cool, man. Yeah. Backfires on us. Pretty good. Real-time transcription feature. Huh. Yeah, I mean, there's like translate and stuff like that. Transcription? Or translation? A bit of a pain in the butt, but I found you can add things to your keyboard, like adding something weird, punctuation marks. Yeah, there are those. Those weird little things you can put in there. I don't know if I'd ever use them. We must become scientists and invent eternal youth. Yeah, but the brain will still age. Then you get bored. Right. You can't unlearn stuff. That's the problem. Number 3,700 viewers. Taking your word for that. On a Sunday. Hey, everybody. What's up? All right, let me check my card. I didn't get any more, though, but I already won, so I guess it'll be all right. Yeah.
Let's freaking
go. Wow.
Card battle. Card battle.
You gotta let it play this time. Card battle. All right, Fairlyn, you got to roll. Equal to or greater than 13. 1. All right, but guess what? Somebody rolls a 1. So that worked. That works. That you get something, maybe not the one that you wanted, but someone rolls a 1. You got it. Dude, that one's hard to come by. That probably helped out people. What's up?
3 minutes, there's ads running.
Oh, you got ads running? Gross. Okay.
Not by choice.
I know. The internet do things. Yeah, Twitch is doing ads. Very unlucky. Or lucky. I don't know. Dude, I needed it. I got an extra thing on my bingo because of that. Thank you. Did that. Did one bingo. Like to use Samsung decks for wireless streaming from my phone to my TV. Nice. Got a haircut recently, being disappointed by what George Godot said. I don't care to be backpedal. You still consider using AI. Who is that? Who that? I don't worry too much about AI. It's not going anywhere, and it's the important thing is people should be using it the right way. I don't know what the right way is yet, but there's got to be a good way to use AI. Oh, is that the one that was going to be doing the Amazon thing? And then they backtracked on that? Yeah. Oh, hold on. No, I'm waiting for my sinuses to clear out here. So I've got to resolve. Yeah, they were working on a thing, but then Amazon wanted to use a bunch of AI or get AI implemented, and then they were just like, nah, let's not do that. But I know it's going to be a thing. I got to do a thing. Hold on. I had to blow my nose. That was one of those like, oh, you've had this congestion for like a week. Let's get some of that out right now. I think it was all the talking. Talking does that, you know. AI is a these. What do you mean a disease? Is a sneed? A disease? But it's not going anywhere. Here's the weird thing about AI, and I try to be optimistic about the future, is we're in the new toy phase of it. You know, everyone's going to be playing around, doing stuff, seeing what they can and can't do. Eventually, that's going to wane. It will be implemented in a lot of stuff, good, bad, both. But, and this may take like 20 years for it to even make the impact I would hope for it to. but it's probably, fingers crossed, going to solve a lot of problems. Hopefully. Well, it could cause a lot. I don't know. It depends on how optimistic. Are we going the Star Trek route or are we going the Terminator route? You know? Hey, Star Trek was essentially using AI, but not in those particular terms. You know? That's basically what it was. You literally, computer, you know, that kind of thing. That's just what they did. That's the future, you know? People are weird when it comes to change. Got me a Switch 2 and bought a copy of Copia. Hey, nice. There you go. Hey, Switch 2. Nice. You got one before the price hike. Beautiful. There's a guy who was going to do AI creation with artists for stuff, and then he got death threats, so they pulled out. Oh, that's always good. Yeah. They're going to give you death threats, dude. And other artists basically said he got death threats and had to pull out. Now they're going to give him $1 million for an AI artist. It's weird. Really, death threats, huh? Hey, we were getting those well before AI. I don't know. It's weird when people get that upset about it. I mean, it's fine. It's like, you don't like it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You know, death threats, that's kind of, you don't need to be going there. Yeah. Oh, it's weird. A soft world peace beforehand. Yeah. Enterprise used a hyper advanced version of Siri. Yeah, but how do you think that was running? Yeah. We never get the good future, Pum'Kin Guy. I don't know. Compared to how people were living in the 1920s, I think we got a good future. Yeah. Medical advances, all that stuff. The thing is, a lot of people that hate the now and the way the world is a lot of people don't take in consideration how terrible it was prior. People could look back at it, oh, it must have been cool to just live, blah, 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 you know, and all that other stuff. New follow. But if you put it all in perspective, it's kind of like, you know, we get to live longer now, you know, medical advancements and everything, you know, it's pretty crazy. Even the concept of a computer just from now to 30 years ago? I mean, 30 years ago, computers were just like, oh my God, why am I even using this thing? Cell phones? Come on. Yeah. I try to be optimistic. We're going to get some cool stuff out of it. Yeah. I'd be screwed in the 20s. Yeah, but you know what? It was okay to wear pants back then. What? That was a new trending thing. I don't know. It's like I saw some fashion documentary about it. A lot of creators care about their process and not just the results. Go.
Hey, how is the thing from the book My Dr. Seuss Lorax that the guy needs after cutting down the trees that's really good for nothing?
Wait, what? The Lorax? What? Dawn is live. All right. We'll do a thing. A lot of creators care about the process and not just the results. Yeah, creators do, but staff artists do not. That's where AI is going to come in. It's going to replace a lot of staff artists.
If I would have been born a specific race at a specific time, at a specific geographical region, and born a man, I think life would have been very cool in the past, lol.
No. Life was a lot harder. Hey, we knew somebody from ye olden times. Best case scenario, he had a hard life. You know, it's a lot more difficult, but I'll also say that with a certain sense of things were different. You know. Because they were just like, oh my God, you have no idea how difficult it was. You know, and they always went on to, you kids got it easier. You know, now people who are like in their, 30s or 40s are probably looking at kids and be like, you got it easy, man. You got internet and everything like that. But, with new tech comes new stresses and new things. So, everybody's got their own weird circumstances. You know, sometimes things were better, sometimes they weren't. You know, it's all an instance. Oh, we got a book here. Hold on. No one appreciates something that is common to them until they don't have it. Refrigerators. Yo. Generation X, I ever watched the transition and understand the analog to digital, so we appreciate that is solved in comparison. It's not ignorant. It's a lack of understanding the transition. That is true. And what it's solved. There was a lot of things. Okay, if you're Gen X, you remember like when everybody was complaining that stuff was moving over like CDs and stuff, and they were like, vinyl, man. Vinyl's better. You had those like audio files that were like vinyl, and then vinyl actually made a comeback. It was weird. Let's say the companies with a lack of understanding of this technology. Consider a cell phone, portable computer in your pocket. And I distinctly remember my teacher saying, you will never be carrying a calculator in your pocket. Yeah. You're not going to have a calculator with you the whole time. Yeah, you will. They literally give them to cashiers now. That was the whole point of being a cashier. Can you do math? Cool, you're hired. You know, now it's like, can you do math? It doesn't matter. You got a calculator. Yeah. It's ridiculous. Yeah, there is the transition phase that people tend to get bent out of shape about. So I guess the Gen X comparison would be kind of like, you know, when cassettes and vinyl and all that stuff was moving over to CDs, and then CDs, music in general, just became digital. You lose something along the way, but then people are fine with the convenience. So, and I feel like AI is going to do that to a certain extent. But as for replacing the arts, I think any artist who wants to create will create. And anybody who is deterred by the proliferation of AI arts probably doesn't have the passion and probably shouldn't be in the industry. Never become an artist as a staff job. I feel that hurts me. That's like, I'm like, oh my God, they just want to be a staff. No. If that's what you can get, yeah, fine. But, you know, always have a passion for it, you know? Because if you don't, it's going to show, and then that your lack of passion is just going to get replaced with AI because it'd be the emotional equivalent, you know? I mean, look at this person's work. They basically don't even care about it. We should have just gotten AI to do this. Brr, 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 brr. Yeah, that kind of thing. Everyone had an iPod. Now it's just shoved into a phone. Yeah, everyone had a portable CD player. And everyone had a cassette player. What will everyone have tomorrow? Probably still a phone. I don't think we're going to go past the phone unless we get those glasses, like the Meta glasses, and everything's contained in there. Oh, God, my sinus. No, it's like all coming out now. It's like, brr. They have an app for that. They have an app for everything. But but we still need weather radios. Isn't that some BS? Right? That's crazy. Thank you, GJ Packrat. I appreciate. Thank you for the resub or sub. Thank you. I have a pair of glasses, so you're not wrong. See, there you go. That would be the only thing, because if you could just eliminating you having to poke at your phone is the next evolutionary tech, and with AI, I think that's going to be the next thing. So if you could have the retina display that you could just look at, sort of like if you were wearing VR or whatever. And just, you know, you talk to AI. Be like, yeah, call Bob. All right, yeah, Bob. Or text Bob. Nobody calls people anymore. You know, text Bob, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about meeting him for lunch because he's a dumb idiot. All right, thanks, send. You know, and then you just go out about your day. You don't even have to look at your phone. You don't even have to pick it up. You know, that's the next stage. You know, that's all. Is freeing up people's hands. You know, that's it. But Dawn is live. Dawn is live. So we are going to raid Dawn because apparently I got to blow out my nose here. What? So let's go. We're going to go. It's going to be a quick raid. I'm going to start it up and then we're just going to run in there and say hi. And if you're new here, 1, thanks for being here. 2, we're going to go raid Dawn. And if you don't know who Dawn is, that's the one who does the voice for Jermaine in the cartoons, which there will be a new one. This Friday, probably in the morning. So there we're doing. Okay, I think I set that up. Everything's good. Also keep in mind, they are not the characters, so don't expect them to be doing poetry or something when we get in there. Boo. What? But they stream. They're playing a bunch of games. Go.
Hello, Atil Will Breath and everyone. Jim, hi.
Hi. 71 moons. It's a good time to show up because we're gonna raid. Raid. We're doing it. All right, let's go. Let me press the button. Boop. All right, we're raiding it. We're raiding it. We're going right over there. Everybody, if you don't hang out for a raid, do something fun this week. Enjoy life. And we got, no. Don't start a hype train. We got to go see Dawn. Don't do it. Shh. The squirrel song doesn't work. Stop. There's no squirrel songs.
Thanks for all the years of amazing stuff, dude.
Thank you. Why are we on? Oh, they are timed out, right? Hold that thought. We might have to do. We're on a. I can't do it now. Hold on. All right, hold on. We're gonna cancel that because we're in a hype train now.
It's a freaking hype train.
That's a hype train. We're on level 2. Level 2.
Let's go.
There's level 2.
It's a freaking
Wow.
hype train.
It's gonna go all dark all of a sudden. Hype train. We're on the way out.
It's a freaking hype train.
Freaking hype train. Thank you. I don't know how long this is going to last, but we're going to go over to Dawn's. All right, that'll be our next stop on the hype train, right? Next stop. Oh, God. All right, go on streaming what next? 1 to 2 hours. Adam's streaming later. What? Next 1 to 2 hours. Next 1 to 2 hours. Oh, no, speaking of which. No, because I'm gonna have to redo it now. I can't leave during a hype train. I'm like arrested.
Hype train to raid train.
There you go. Hype train to We'll do it. No, I gotta reset it up now. Oh man. What? Hey, I'm not gonna complain. Dude, it's a hype train. Hype trains are cool. What should I have for lunch, chat? We're on the train going to our next stop. What should I be eating for lunch? What would you recommend? Keep in mind, I have like 4 things in my refrigerator because it broke, and we're using a mini fridge. Stickers 1. Nice. Tacos. I don't want
Pop-Tarts tongue.
Oh, what? Thank you. Pack rat, thank you. Boom. Hooah. There we go. Bratwurst. No, I have like mustard, ketchup, cottage cheese, a little bit of hummus, and I think whipped cream. I can have another. Oh God, I can't keep eating these freaking protein bars. That's all I've been eating. I'm waiting on the fridge. It's never gonna show up, man. It hasn't even shipped yet. God, they're probably building it right now because of the stupid dimensions. Ugh, not happy about it. Thank you. Good. Sounds like smoothie material. I could make a smoothie. Yeah, what are we doing? We got chocolate hummus, though. So I could probably make a chocolate hummus smoothie. I feel like that's not going to taste great. Hummus cottage cheese. Yeah, you could probably mix in a... No. If you make an ice cream with cottage cheese, it has a very cheesecakey kind of consistency. Yeah? It is the last day of May. It is the last day of May. Now we got to deal with June and July and August. Then we get to September. You know what? Hey, beginning of fall. We got September coming up. You know, we're going to get our pumpkin spices and stuff. I just can't deal with summer. Summer sucks. Yeah. Get a rectangle freezer like the ones at the store. No, it's weird. It's weird dimensions. I have to get a smaller fridge because the area is a smaller area. It's just, I don't know. I always keep a can of Spam in my pantry in case of emergency. No need to refrigerate. True. We do not have Spam. I think we got ramen. Maybe I can make ramen. Ramen. Yay, for 4th of July. Yeah, when's 4th of July? Well, I know it's on the 4th of July. No, I'm talking about like the day. What day does that fall on? Dude, that's 250 years of America. Dude, that's something to celebrate, right? I know, it's kind of cool. Is there a wall blocking a thing? It's basically like an older area, so it's kind of like got a wall in there, but it's for older fridges, that kind of thing. So, yeah, what are you going to do? Just newer fridges are basically a little bit bigger by like 2 inches on either side. So we need what they call a classic fit fridge, which is smaller. Yeah, that's ridiculous. And then get a carpenter, modify your wall. Dude, no, I don't got that kind of money. Modify a wall for a refrigerator? No, dude, I'll just put stuff in a cooler at that point. You want my Kenmore from 98? It still works, right? There you go. I think the hype train is just about, what's the hype train at? I think it's over, right?
Last stop on the hype train. Thank you all for riding the freaking hype train. Please take all your belongings and don't forget to hydrate. Hydration is important.
Hydration's important. All right, there we go. Thank you. We got through our hype train. Now, next stop, Dawn Stream. Thank you, everybody doing the thing. Thank you. We're gonna just do a quick raid before something else happens. Thank you. Again, if you can't make it for the raid, do something fun this week. Enjoy life. Go get a cookie or something like that. It's like summer, you know? Do something summery. Get a cookie in the shape of a sandal. No, they have those at like Panera every once in a while. I call them sandal cookies. They're not great, but they do look like a thing. Hey.
Have a great week, PG.
Thank you, you too. Thank you. Be well, and thank you for passing off your bingo thing to the other person. Thank you. All right, let's go. They're on. Let's go. Come on, we're gonna raid. We're gonna go right over there. I'll be there too. Go. Come on, we're gonna play games. Playing games.